Welcome everybody to Tuesday night. I am your host, MCToon. It is a Tuesday night. I live stream on other nights, but it's always Tuesday here at the House of Toon. Couple quick announcements later tonight, which will be tomorrow, Minnesota time. There is a rocket, a SpaceX rocket that's going to hit the moon, and people in the right spot with the telescope can see it. At least, hopefully they can. I will be live streaming. I found several different places that are going to, and I've said that they're going to try to live stream to a telescope. So we'll see if we can watch it. And one of them, actually two of them, are in Brazil. And my Brazilian Portuguese is muy bad. That's probably not even Portuguese. It's Spanish. Anyway, so we'll be trying to follow along. But if you know Portuguese, maybe you want to join and help me a little bit so I'm not quite so stumbly. Tonight on deck, let's see. Oh, no. Next Tuesday, I am having a very special, this is a big deal. This is the launch of a pretty big project, not TFE stuff. A launch of a pretty big project and anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. It's going to be cool. It's going to be earlier than I usually do because the person I'm having on is in the UK. So the time zone is earlier for them. So be sure to be here next Tuesday for that. That's the announcements. So tonight we're going to be going over just some hot Flerf-on-Flerf action, because what is more entertaining than watching a bunch of Flerfs argue about who's more wrong? You know, you're both wrong. But you know, who's more wrong? That's what they really are on about. They just want to know who's more wrong. So anyway, I wanted to show you, somebody posted this on the screenshot from X on my Discord server. I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. He's been laughed off of YouTube. He's been kicked out of his own community, but still he's puffing up his chest as if he's a big boy. Witspit. Also, so there were some responses to this on my Discord server. If you want to go read them, I'm not going to repeat them here, but you know, they're NSF and NSFW. Funny. Go to my Discord server and find them. Anyway, this is going to be between Angels of Shite, or Angels of Light is what he goes by, and Nathan Oakley. Now, this is how completely ignorant of the Bible the biblical Flerfs are. When they hear somebody named Angels of Light, they're like, oh, he's an angel of light, without having even the slightest awareness that it's a pretty obvious giveaway. If you're gonna go spiritual about it, it's a very obvious giveaway about who it is. So not that I'm actually, I don't know. I'm just saying the biblical flat earthers that just let him go about his business without saying, wait a second, there's something in the Bible about that. They're so ignorant. Anyway, for such are false prophets, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So, go ahead and use this whenever you see some biblical flatty or any flatty at all talking about this Australian flat earther who calls himself angel of light, which is just, if any flat earther knew the Bible, they'd be like, hold on a second. They don't obviously know the Bible. Otherwise, they wouldn't be saying the things they say. Anyway, here is oh, gross. Blah. Get that thing off the screen. All right. So here's what happens. He's you can see over there on the right side. See that? He's Angels of Light is there. See him right there on the right side? I'll put a little arrow here for you. Right here. Right there. See him? All right. So now watch Watch right here. You'll see when he talks. This is important. Nathan has auto mute enabled. So whenever Nathan is talking, that's when this is highlighted. And when this is lit up, like see how this is lit up here, right? When this is lit up, Nathan Oakley. When Angels of Light is lit up, that's when you'll know that he is talking, but you listen with your ears and you won't hear him. Your eyes will say he's talking. Your ears will say, I can't hear him. Why is that? Well, that's because Nathan Oakley is such a coward that he auto mutes everybody when he's talking. It's a configuration in his software. That's how dishonest he is and how scared he is of how somebody else might get the truth through. Now, of course, Angels of Shite won't be doing that, but just so you know, he is an equal opportunity horrible person. Nathan is. So, all right, let me jump to, let's see, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm at 5:10. Here we go. Right there. All right. There you can see he's talking. See that? It's lit up. It's lit up. So I'll go back a little bit here to where he's not talking. All right. All right, here we go.
Irish, that's about it.
All right.
Go ahead. Whoever that was.
Nathan, are you covering anything on tonight's show? Or?
Yeah, you claimed you could describe the outside edge of our world, didn't you? With Dave Weiss.
Did you hear how Neil had to try to jump in there real quick? Neil's just Nathan's lapdog.
What?
Yeah, you make
Oh,
some pretty
shit.
loud claims there.
Oh, crap.
Oh, and Brian's logic too.
What
Wait,
have you got
did
to
you see that
substantiate
interview?
that?
Sorry?
What have you got to substantiate that you know what the outside extremities of the known world are? That's what you said. You answered in the
I don't make
affirmative
a
when
political-
asked.
The outside extremities of the known world. What is that? What does he mean? Oh, he means the ice wall. Because the common flat earth claim is the ice wall exists. Even Nathan talks about it in some of his early videos. He stopped talking about it, but those videos are still up. He didn't take them down. He didn't put a disclaimer on the description or in the title or anything. He just leaves them up there as saying the ice wall. Just leave them. You know, whatever he was saying about Antarctica, he's commented on that on Facebook, still up. Never mind that he got that wrong.
No, I don't make a positive claim of what's... What do you mean? Which party?
You were asked about the outside edge of our world, talking about ice walls. You know damn well what I'm talking about. You answered in the affirmative when asked if you know what it was. You said yes.
Well, I said the outside of... Well, what I said was the known region would be the Antarctic ice wall, but you're right. That's you're actually correct. I don't actually know if it exists or not. You're right.
Well, why did you say it then? You're just a bullshitter. Dave Weiss has turned you into a bullshitter then.
Well, he probably was that before.
No.
Stop.
No.
Shut up. Dave Weiss, your man next to you's just confessed to being a complete bullshitter and you didn't call him on it. Now, he sat next to you, you being the authority figure, him being your little protege, who's been caught out as a little bullshitter. Yeah, he doesn't have a fucking clue. He hasn't been able to substantiate that shit he spouted while...
Yeah, it wasn't Dave Weiss. It was Eric Dubay. And before him, it was all of the previous flat earthers. They've been saying it for over 100 years that the ice wall is the edge. So if you're just going based on what some flat earther said, which is all that you get from Nathan Oakley, because he's not done a damn thing, right? He's never gone out anywhere. He'll just continuously say, I'm just a YouTuber, as if that escapes, gives him an out from having to back up his claims.
I sat next to you, Dave Weiss. You're a bunch of liars. What are you doing here?
With me,
Shh. What are you doing here, you liar? I don't respect you anymore,
so
Angels of Light. We don't like your kind. Bullshitters. What are you doing here?
I just agreed with you that...
What, that you
was
bullshitted? Yeah, I know. Now I'm asking what the hell you're doing here, given that you're a bullshitter.
Oh my gosh. What a horrendous person Nathan is. Ugh. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And thank you very much to Real Harnold for saying, "Can you imagine what Oakley's lap smells like?" Whoa. Oh, I gotta clean that up later. Nasty, Real Harnold. Nasty Harnold. Gravity Pen, welcome to Newton. Thank you very much for joining us as a member. I appreciate it very much. You can use all the emojis, like the dancing Fresh Prince emojis. Everybody, show them how to do it. Give a little dancing Fresh Prince. Okay. Unfornicated says, Real Harnold needs a 24-hour timeout for that. I will speak with Real Harnold's mother later today, and she will send him to his room for 24 hours. So, got it. All right.
Wow. Jeez, that's interesting.
Are you deaf? You are a charlatan like Dave Weiss. You just admitted to it live. So now, given that you've just admitted you haven't got the slightest shred of evidence for the shite you...
Oh, just like Nathan doesn't have the slightest shred of evidence for anything he says.
You spouted live next to Dave Weiss. I'm holding him responsible also. He didn't call you on it. Now I'm saying to you, given that you are a bullshitter, that's a fact, what are you doing with us?
With us, right? Nathan thinks that he is the boss of all flat earthers. He thinks he's in charge. It's his movement that he started. He'll say this later. Listen and think about Nathan's position in this and how he's claiming this as his thing. He's the one, not Dubé, not Dearth, not anybody else. It's just Nathan. You listen, you can hear what's in his tiny little brain.
Piss off back to Dave Weiss, you little bullshitter. Go back to Dave Weiss and bullshit with him. Don't hang around us. Are you deaf?
Oh, really?
Yeah, piss off to your bullshitting charlatan, Dave Weiss, who didn't call you on your egregious shite you spout. Me, I've called you on it. Now I'm telling you to get lost.
Now remember, this is about them claiming about something about the ice wall. Now, of course, thousands and thousands of people have gone to Antarctica. They go every year, thousands of people. Lots of people know lots of things about Antarctica. So here they are, just ignoring all of that. You can't use that. Why is it? Well, probably because you didn't go there yourself. It doesn't count if you didn't do it yourself. Well, tell you what, I went there and there's no ice wall.
Wow, so I thought you liked my debt, but
no, I don't like bullshitters. Are you deaf?
I did admit that's probably wrong what I said.
Are you deaf? Get lost. Go back to your bullshitting charlatan buddy Dave Weiss.
Why didn't you kick me?
I'm saying get lost.
Why didn't you kick me?
I don't need to kick you. I can tell you like I can
Why don't you kick me?
tell others. My door's open, right? Now you can either be a man and walk out of your own volition, or we can all chastise you for being scum. You're a bullshitter.
Well, I'm not a bullshitter. You could.
You've just admitted to it. So substantial.
Listen, he just yells at the top of his lungs. Remember, in the room next to Nathan Oakley is his family, trapped in the next room while he does this. He doesn't let the kids out of the room, but they need to hear Daddy Dearest yelling at people at the top of his lungs next door. For why? For claiming there's an ice wall, something that flat earthers have been doing for 175 years.
The outside. So you're not a bullshitter. Substantiate that which you declared next to Dave Weiss. He's being tarred with it, you bullshitting liar. You said you could. You said.
Wow.
Why are you interrupting me? You know you're a bullshitter. You just admitted to it. Now you're saying, "Oh wow," through the top of me. Yeah, you know you're a liar. You cannot.
Notice the hypocrisy. Of course, Nathan is over talking him all the time, and then getting on as his case for talking while Nathan is talking. Only Nathan gets to talk over people. That's it. The double standard is amazing.
Not substantiate the outside edge. You said it next to Dave Weiss. He didn't say a damn thing, did he? I'll say it, and I'll call you out for what you are, bullshitter. Prove the outside edge.
You realize
Prove it.
Water needs a container.
Prove
Water needs
it.
a container.
Prove the outside edge.
What? Hey, wait.
Stuttering bullshitter. Get out of my sight. Go back to your charlatan Dave Weiss, who doesn't call you on this shit. You stuttering bullshitter.
Hang on.
Prove
you
the
just
outside
called me
edge.
on it.
Prove the outside edge. You said it.
What? Yeah, fluid statics and fluid mechanics.
That proves an outside edge on the map that Dave Weiss.
Oh my gosh. All he does is just say fluid statics and fluid dynamics. Now this is a little peek into Angels is, well, let's call him Satan, right? That's really what he's claiming to be. That's a little peek into Satan's head here. He thinks that just saying fluid statics and fluid dynamics is all you need to do. Well, he's not actually familiar with the topic. He's never taken a class on it. He's never had to apply it in testing, in learning, in demonstration, or in real life. He's never done anything with fluid statics or fluid dynamics. All he knows is the words and a couple vague concepts. And then he just says it. That's it. He thinks that that's all you need to say. Because there's a container. There has to be a container. That's it. Right? And Nathan, he makes the same arguments. The same arguments. But no. Since Nathan is just on a rampage, Nathan's just gonna steamroll over Satan here. Okay, go ahead.
It's held up, does it?
So does water require?
So does that prove the outside edge you affirmed on Dave Weiss's map? Yes or no?
Well, water would need a container.
Is that a yes or a no, you
According to
bullshitting charlatan? I don't need to hear you bullshitting me. It's a yes or no. Does that shite that you just gave me, bullshitter, prove the outside edge on Dave's map that you affirmed with a yes when asked? Yes or no?
Well, I don't know how far. Okay.
That'd be a no, bullshitter.
All right, so I was just watching it. There was an example where there is a delay from when Nathan starts talking until the gate clamps in and stops the other people's audio from coming through. So just watch as I'll put the arrow back up there, right here. Watch right here as he lights up when he's talking, and then when Nathan starts talking, watch for that to stay lit while you can't hear him.
You're not welcome here. What you did when you shook hands with that shyster Dave Weiss was turned yourself into a bullshitter. And so you could sit next to him, talking shit. You affirmed that which you could not prove. Now you're getting shouted at, Angels alike, while you sit off mute, yattering through the top of me chastising you for being a bullshitter, and you still feel you can justify that utter shite you spouted about some outside edge. No, you will not justify that ever, and you damn well know it, Angels of Light. That's why you're getting told off.
Okay, so I'm getting told off, but let me talk now. Can I?
No, stupid boy. We don't respect you anymore.
See that? That it was just lit up. He was talking. You couldn't hear him.
Or we're telling you to get lost and go back to Dave Weiss, the charlatan, so you can carry on your perpetual bullshit motion with him, not us. We don't want to hear you trying to justify this total shite. You obviously haven't picked up any humility from Dave Weiss. You're trying to justify it, aren't you?
Talking about humility. Oh my gosh.
You
Nathan,
sold out, buddy.
I agreed
Goodbye.
with you straight away.
You sold out to a...
Oh, Nathan's. Did you hear that? Was that Neil? I think that was Neil talking. Let's see. We'll back up a little bit here.
Obviously haven't picked up any humility from Dave Weiss. You're here trying to justify it, aren't you?
You
Nathan,
sold out.
Yeah, there it is. There, Neil is lit up right now, but Nathan doesn't give a damn. He's just gonna bowl over Neil too. Neil, you're not here to talk unless there's nobody else to berate. Neil, you're only here to fill space if there's nobody to berate. Just know your place, Neil. Right? Sit down on Nathan's lap. Take your turn. Working the knob. Right? That's your place.
Buddy,
I agreed with
goodbye.
you straight away.
You sold out to a
I agreed.
bullshitting charlatan Dave Weiss. Now we don't want you
Sold
anymore.
out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
How did I?
I'll
What?
put that in
How did I
the
sell out, dude? I didn't get
format.
any money. for anything.
Don't give a crap. You're there shite spewing with Weiss.
Bro, so you have a problem with Wise. How does
With
that affect
you,
me?
dumbass, with you,
Me.
talking nonsense.
Me.
Are you deaf?
Holy shit.
Not
So this was around a year ago, and Machine Man says, "Why do we watch this again, please?" I've not watched this before, but I always like some hot Flerf-on-Flerf action, so that's what we're doing. So, yeah, there's other stuff, plenty of other stuff to watch. If you don't want this, that's good. I'm not gonna be saying you have to be here. But I appreciate if you are, Machine Man.
holy shit, don't blaspheme to me either.
Oh yeah, don't blaspheme. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because Nathan's such a strong, really good Christian boy, right? Don't blaspheme on his show. Don't swear on his show. How dare you swear on his show?
You insolent little brat. You are a bullshitter and you're getting told off for it. You don't have to blaspheme at me when I tell you off, but being a bullshitter, the reason you're a bullshitter is because you're hanging around with bullshitters. Dave Weiss is the said bullshitter you are hanging around with, being called a sellout for hanging around with.
Okay.
Oh, reflected. Look at that. Reflected curvature. What is this? See, it's spelled reflected. Is that on purpose? I don't know. There's an L there, not an R. That's Drunk John, by the way, the drunk hillbilly refracted curvature, who claims to have two engineering degrees, a mechanical engineering degree and an electrical engineering degree, who doesn't understand that you can measure angles to a curve. A fundamental thing that you do in introductory math classes to any of those fields. Amazing that he doesn't know that. Anyway, let's see. I'll get that. We don't need that right now.
So can I ask you a question?
No, you can fuck off to the shyster known as Dave Weiss. You don't get to ask us anything anymore, you shyster. You bullshitter. You liar. You're lying to audiences about knowing the outside edges of our world in a world full of deception, where shysters just like you deceive us with shit they cannot back up and lie about. I don't want to be around you. You don't get to ask me anything, you stupid boy.
So this is a good point here. Where was this? He wanted to be. There it is. Chisa Please says he wanted to be like Witsit. He's getting the Witsit treatment. Absolutely. When Witsit went to Antarctica, came back, he went to Nathan to try to, get under his wing, and find find a little spot in Nathan's community. And Nathan just tore into him. That was a fantastically funny Flerf-on-Flerf action. And so, since Witspit has been kind of shoveled out, there's a bunch of others that are like, oh, I want to fill the void that Witspit had. That's me. I'm Flat Earth Neo. And so this guy wanted to be Witspit. Well, he's getting it. You got to do the rounds. You go to Nathan, you get trampled on by Nathan. That's what you do. So exactly.
Do you hear me?
Boy, so...
Yeah, boy, you don't get to ask me anything. You insubordinate, insolent little bullshitting boy.
I came here to look.
Stuttery! Go away. I don't want to know why you came here. I don't care. Go back to Weiss to talk shit next to him, another bullshitter just like you.
Okay,
So get lost! Shut up, Discord or G+.
He's telling Neil to shut up. Neil, know your place.
So don't ask me anything. Don't try and justify your bullshit lies. Go back to David Weiss and talk more nonsense with him. Not on my show, sir. You want to stutter through me? Yeah, I know what you want to do, Angels. You want to get control of this discussion while I tell you off. No!
So I can't learn from an experience.
No, you don't get anything from us anymore, you bullshitter.
So it's a person that's
So you stutter, yeah, so get lost.
He wasn't even stuttering. Nathan just has a couple scripts, right? Somebody's talking, he has to interrupt them so that they can't talk. And so he just says things like, "Oh, you're stuttering." Like, no, none of them were stuttering, right? He wasn't stuttering. But he just says that because, you know, it's one of the things that he does. Let's see here.
Sexual pleasure. Oh, they hate me. Oh, they hate me so much.
There you go.
Sad.
There you go. That's
Do not swear on my show.
yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that, anybody. Only Nathan gets to do that.
Go back to Dave Weiss so he can teach you nothing except how to be a shyster and a liar, like he seems to have successfully done already, because you're bullshitting about the map he puts up, aren't you?
The map that was on a projector projecting onto Nathan's face. There's the wall behind Nathan, and the projector was shining on the wall, and Nathan got in front of that. Right? That was and it was this map, this exact map. He's like, this is it. This is what the world is. Right? This same map. And now he's like, oh, how dare you bring up that map? You brought it up too, Nathan. Aw. So smart.
no. I said
So you can prove the outside edge of the extremities on that map you affirmed when Dave Weiss had it up and you were with him then? Or you're just going to yatter through the top of me, affirming that which you bullshit about, boy?
yeah. So the outside edge of our known world.
There isn't one. You haven't got an outside edge. You can't prove that.
I know. That's what
So then go back to Dave Weiss, you bullshitting little boy. You are not welcome here, and that is the reason why you pathetic, insubordinate.
You hear how, right? He doesn't let him talk, right? He's not interested in having a conversation, in being civil, in anything. He is just putting on a show where what he does is he is an evil, horrible person to other people for money. That's what he does. That's his show. Just think about that. Watch while he does this. He's not even letting him talk. He's asking him a question, starts talking over him. That's the deal.
Yatterer.
Wow, I thought you liked me before.
No, we previously past tense liked you before you turned into a bullshitter. And you know who turned you into that bullshitter that's now getting chastised? Dave Weiss. Another known bullshitter.
Okay.
So prove your outside edge of your known world with Dave Weiss. Here, when you even mention that context, you get shut down and called a bullshitter, told to sod off. Because that's what you are, bullshitter. You've got no right starting a sentence, well, the outside edge of our world that we know. We don't! That's the point! It's egregious, it makes me infuriated with you and Weiss, the bullshitters.
Okay, I would agree with
Not okay, get lost, go away. Don't care what you would agree with.
you. Just asked me, though. Why'd you ask?
I'm telling you, get lost. You don't seem to be acknowledging it, you're still here. You're insubordinate.
Insubordinate. What do you mean he's insubordinate? Are you the one in charge? Of course, Nathan thinks that he's the one. He wants everybody on his panel and his little audience to think that he's in charge, right? He is in power over angels of Shite. You can't be insubordinate to somebody that's not got authority over you, right? So he's declaring his authority over all other flat earthers. Oh, the ego with so much.
Go away, boy. You're not welcome.
You asked me to prove the outside.
No, I said go away. You said make me boot me, and you're still here being insubordinate.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking retard. You understand the scenario that's been summed up?
Go away.
You've been told to get lost. You've insisted that either I boot you or you stay, because you want to take control of the
on my show.
Yeah, don't swear, Nathan.
conversation. No, it's been made abundantly clear to you, bullshitting little boy, that you're not welcome, and the reason's been made clear. Because you're a liar like Weiss. You admitted it immediately and then tried to justify your bullshittery. Now you're getting chastised. Nobody wants you here. There's a bar full of people staring at you because you're not welcome, and you don't want to walk out of your own volition. What, you want to cause a scene and have the barman physically remove you? Yeah, and that's not going to happen. We'll continue to chastise you for being a liar, a bullshitter, like Weiss, until you sod off.
So he's Nathan is making this like it's a bar scene, right? He's there in the bar. And Nathan's like, "Oh, you're getting kicked out of the bar." But let's just be clear. If Nathan was ever in a bar talking to people like he talks to people, he wouldn't get escorted out. They would lock the door and they would beat him to a pulp. They'd lock the door so he can't escape and nobody can get in to stop it. That's what would happen. Nathan is such a vile, awful monster. That's what would happen, Nathan. So you shouldn't talk about what would happen in a bar or in a pub. Because I would love to see you talk like this to people in a bar. Nathan, I want that video, Nathan. You just go into a random bar. Let's do this. Right here. Here's the challenge. Here's my challenge to Nathan Oakley. Go into a pub. Not somewhere that you've set up a presentation, right? Just into a random pub, right? That's got some people in it, right? Sit down with people, start mingling, get in there with people, and then talk to people like this, like you do on your fake Flat Earth debate show, right? There's no debate, right? You don't allow the debate. You talk to people like that. Before you do that, though, make sure that that somebody's live streaming it or recording it. I want to see that video. I want to see the people in that pub beat the piss out of you for talking like this. You never would talk like this to a bunch of people in a pub. Never. Never. You would never do it. You'd get absolutely demolished with that kind of talk. You're a spineless, gutless coward, Nathan. Sitting behind that camera with your children in the next room where if they misbehave, you'll slap them up. Yeah. Spineless, gutless coward. Go into a bar. Talk to people like that. I dare you. Gravity Pen says, could you imagine being Oakley's cardiologist? Oh, geez. Yeah. Bad news. Thank you for that, Gravity Pen. I appreciate that. Are you the real Gravity Pen? Big fan. JB Music Oz says, not the Flerf-on-Flerf Action my mind pictured. Oh, did you want that? Yeah, that's not this this channel. Nope. Eric, oh man, gross. Eric Fredenberg, hope I pronounced that correctly. Apologies if I did not. Says Nathan is sidechaining his mic audio gain reduction to a gate to silence the others. Yep. That's exactly it. He can't let other people talk, right? The show that he does, he even describes it in his book. The show isn't about Flat Earth debate. It's named Flat Earth Debate, but it's not a place where debate is allowed. He says that in his book. The show is him being a disgusting, horrible monster to people. That's the show. And there are a small number of people that pay for it. Right? And I suppose, some people like to go and watch that kind of stuff and pay for it. I find it disgusting. And I think that kind of stuff, maybe has a place. I would say not on public forums, on large public forums, shouldn't have that kind of stuff, right? There are things you don't put on YouTube. YouTube won't allow some things, right? These I would say, nah, this isn't the place to have it. Go have it on some fringe platform, right? Maybe would be a better place, but whatever, YouTube gets to choose what they allow and don't allow. So Unforticated says, to be fair, my live streams resemble more of a bar scene than Nathan's show. At Unfornicated Rum Diaries of Derp. Very nice. Chris Hoffman says, lol, I would love to see Oakley's clock cleaned. Oh, and he knows if he talked to people like this in a pub, it would absolutely get, right. The Britain's free healthcare would definitely be paying some bills for months if he talked like this just once inside of a busy pub. Nomad Universe says, life keeps me away. Happy for some live tune again. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you do want some, if you want to give up some sleep time, then later we will be doing the live stream of the rocket hitting the moon, which of course was computed using the globe and the moon orbiting the globe and the distance between them and gravity and orbital mechanics, things that no flat earther can do. So how is it? Now, it hasn't happened yet. It's a bold prediction. But how is it that we can make a prediction, we as humans, right, can make a prediction about what will happen? And maybe it'll be correct. Maybe we will see the rocket hit. And if that does, that is 100% confirmation that the Earth is a globe and the moon orbits it and that gravity is real and that it's that distance that we say it is and that there's rockets in space, right? Again, Nomad Universe comes in and says, I wonder how he interacts with Mike customers with his, on eBay. Well, he has stopped doing that apparently, but he probably, you can't treat people like that when you're selling stuff, of course. So he wouldn't dare do that. So he, for all of his bluster and berating of people and abusing people, he does know that he's got to bring home some money or his wife will make him go get work, right? Go get a job delivering stuff. Maybe, delivery boy again. He could, be a taste tester down at the Urinal Cake Factory. Flat earthers are always qualified for that. Let's see. Nomad Universe says, I forgot that was happening. I'll be here daytime for me, only midday. Yeah. So in Australia, it's midday. So you won't be able to, even if you had a telescope, you probably would not be able to see in Australia. It happened because the sunlight would blow it out. So, all right. Enough of a palate cleanse. Get back to it here.
Of your own volition, you insubordinate little boy.
Insubordinate.
Boy, but can I explain why?
You are an insubordinate little boy who's still here after being told to go away.
You told me to prove the sphere edge.
Told you to go away. Told you to go away, and why?
You want me to go away, and why?
Are you deaf or just stupid? Has Weiss made you retarded too? Yeah, is it not abundantly clear after 8 times of me telling you, you're not welcome, you're a bullshitter? You bullshitted about the outside edges when Dave Weiss held up a map that you can't prove, and now you're not welcome. Is that not clear? I've told you 8 times.
Now, Nathan claims the same map, by the way. So, he claims the same map. I'll have to cover that some other time.
Wow. So I'm a new flat earther, Nathan.
You're a wanker and a liar and a bullshitter on Weiss's show.
So this is a new tactic by Angels of Shite. I'm a new flat earther, Nathan. Is he a new flat earther? How new is he? Well, we will hear.
So not only is Weiss on shows with newbie dicks that don't know what they're talking about and bullshit. Wow, Weiss.
We haven't done debates, Nathan.
Wow, Weiss, is this what you took on your show to lie to an audience next to you about your map? Was he your stooge, your newbie flat earth stooge, there to lie about knowing what the outside edges were?
I thought large bodies of...
I don't care what you thought, boy! Do you not understand that I'm talking on my show about Weiss and his stooge, you, a bullshitter? You seem to think that I want to hear your voice. No. I'm describing to my audience that's not an invitation for this dick, this boy, this insubordinate tosspot to start.
Insubordinate tosspot. He ran out of breath there. Insubordinate tosspot.
Talking, but of course he's off mute. He's decided that this is his platform when he's been told he's not welcome because he's a liar. There's you off mute, yeah? Go on mute while I talk about your shyster guru Dave Weiss. I needed a newbie, self-confessed new flat earther to sit alongside him on his shows. Why is Weiss peddling new flat earthers who don't know a thing on shows.
This is a good comment by Fairy Seraphina. Again, here he is yelling at other people, accusing them of literally being him. Absolutely. He's the only one that gets to do this.
All right, because he needs them to be a stooge and lie for him. That's why. I'm summarising, Angels. I don't need your input. You don't need to come off mute. I've told you to go away. Don't know why you're coming off mute in my show.
Oh.
Go on mute or
Why
piss
did you
off.
like my debates?
You're not being asked anything, idiot. You're not being asked anything, moron.
I'm sorry.
You're not being asked anything, you stupid insubordinate boy.
I don't need to.
You're not being asked anything, you stupid stuttery insubordinate little boy. I'm talking about your guru, Dave Weiss, another known charlatan. The one who has a self-confessed new flat earther. Why would Dave Weiss put a quote, new flat earther? I'm a new flat earther, Nathan. All right. Dave Weiss saw fit to put you in front of thousands of people. Wow. Is it because he just...
Nathan's jealous. That's why. Nathan wants to be the big one, and Dearth is bigger. And Angels of Shite is a new flat earther and got to be in front of thousands of people. And Nathan's like, that should be me. I want to be that person. But here Angels of Shite got to be that person. And Nathan sit there in the back corner that I started all of this movement. It's all me. Oh, geez. So jealous.
Needed a stooge to lie about the outside edges of our known world that we don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what you've just admitted to lying about there, Angels of Light. It's the reason I've told you to go away. You're still here, though, insubordinate little boy.
Mm-hmm.
So go away.
Are you done?
What, on my own show, telling someone to go away because they're insubordinate?
Now, of course, Nathan could just eject him from the Discord server, but he's not. And it's very obvious why he's not. It doesn't get him money and super chats to do that, right? That's what he wants. Let's see. Is there? I think. Oh, there it is. Okay, so over on. Oh, it's not. I can't move it. But over on the left side there, sometimes he has the live chat going, and you can see the super chats, which I don't know if he's getting or not, but of course he does it because he also has Patreon and stuff like that, where, right, people come, they pay him to talk like this. So he has to talk like that. He's trapped in that.
Repeatedly summarising what a lying shyster they are, like their guru Dave Weiss.
You're making...
No, I'm not done. No, you are interrupting me, though, the Angels of Light, while I summarise what a shyster liar you and Weiss are. You're interrupting me, though, aren't you? Are you done interrupting me?
Yeah.
Are you done interrupting me there, Angels of Light?
Is that a question?
Doesn't seem like you're done interrupting me when you were first asked the question. Seems like you're going to perpetually interrupt me whether I like it or not on my own frigging show. I'm not Weiss, boy. Yeah, I'll tell you off and correct you when you get things wrong. What you will do, because you're insubordinate, is chat through me while I correct you. You don't want to be educated, you want to talk through me. I'm educating you and correcting you on how wrong you were. And rather than accepting the criticism, accepting the correction, you've attempted to justify it because Dave Weiss has bigged you up like you're something special. You're not. You're a stooge there for Dave Weiss to lie about the outside edges like you did.
Yes, sir. I'm still praising God.
Sorry.
Right, remove this man. He's playing sound bites on my show now live. He's now destroying my show.
Oh, he's destroying my show because he played a soundbite. Oh, no.
Because you're a dumb fuck. Fuck you. But also, fuck you. Fuck you, Nathan.
That's what ruins the show. Is Nathan. Nathan ruins the show.
Remove him. If there's a mod in the house, please remove him. He's off.
Gareth says, do you think Nathan's parents call him insubordinate? I have no idea what his father was like. He died last year. Funny enough, there's a quite interesting poem on his dedication site. Very interesting poem. But yeah, I don't know where Nathan got this. Maybe his dad was super abusive, and that's why Nathan is super abusive. Right? I don't know. I don't know. And why is he so fixated on knowing things like this?
Now I'd like to know how my balls taste.
Just take a yoga class, I guess, and work on your flexibility.
Obviously decided that he's playing sound bites on my show now. This isn't your show, arsehole. Don't do that.
That was an accident, sorry. But can I...
Yeah, you're an arsehole. You're an insubordinate retard who can't, manage to not play things intentionally? Yeah, you can't got control of your fingers? Yeah, you've been removed by one of the moderators for your lies.
He hasn't been removed. He's still there. You can see he's still there. He hasn't been removed.
Presumably about accidentally playing something on my live stream. Not accidental. He must have pressed something while he was moving his mouse around. A lying shitbag was just trying to destroy my live stream. Because that's what he's here for. If he's not on Weiss's show lying to his audience about known edges of worlds that we don't know, he's here playing shit on my show and claiming he did it accidentally. Yeah, we don't want you here, angels. Yeah? You're not welcome anymore. Thought that would have made it abundantly clear the 10.
So just have him removed. Actually, kick him. You can't, because then he'll have nothing. Nathan's show is Nathan berating people. And if he's gone, Nathan has nobody to berate. And then he'll have to go back to having Neil suckle him.
10 times you got told.
It was very interesting how much he didn't want to go and how much he wanted to stay around being an asshole. And to create a straw man argument, he wanted to talk about fluid dynamics. As if you were making a claim about there being or not being surrounding for the water that we have in erosions. He was making a claim that it's an ice wall at a certain distance that's blocking these waters. He wanted to do a reversal of the burden of proof via a straw man. There's an honest flat earther for you there. Another bullshitter.
Yeah, and if he would have sat there and held David Weiss to task, that's a different story.
Yeah, you tell him, Timu Joe Pesci. You tell him.
You join right in.
Yeah, he's not holding Weiss to task. He's backing him up with his lies. That's why he's not welcome here anymore. Yeah, audience, if you don't get it. When someone like Weiss lies, we step in and go, that's bullshit. What are you doing? Now, what we get as a response typically is chastised in response, extradited from a community that we built in response. Yeah, that's what we get. And I'm sick of it. Dave Weiss is a shill. He's a lying shit.
Oh, hold on a second. We got, oh yeah, there, Neil. Neil is making some spaghetti. There you go. Making us spaghetti. There, good job. He gets up on his little stool, climbs up. He's a stir. Such a good little Neil boy. So cute.
Shill who'll lie to you about knowing the outside edges of worlds, with maps that have been debunked in a humiliating way by his other shill buddy, Jaron Campanella.
Oh, Jaron did debunk. Yes, did totally debunk this ridiculous map. Good job, Jaron. I was talking with him last night. And I think we talked for like an hour and a half on the phone, or on Facebook Messenger. Like it when Jaron and I talk, it's like 1 to 3 hours every time.
So they're all shills. They're all on the same side. Dave throws them up and Jaron bats them out the park.
Actually, no, that map wasn't debunked by the TFE.
It wasn't.
They promoted it as if it's debunked or not debunked. It's all bullshit. It's a map. The sun has nothing to do with it. That map, the sun has nothing to do with it. So
the sun has nothing to do with it? What the hell even is that? What do you mean? Oh, he never makes any sense. Brian's logic is so it just never makes sense.
we can't debunk a map with the sun and what it does.
Of course you can.
Or doesn't do. Doesn't matter. So that's
you can. You 100% can. It's been mathematically proven by Gauss in his Theorema Egregium. First part and second part, specifically the second part. It's mathematically proven. It was 198 years ago. It was mathematically proven that you can indeed determine the shape of the thing that you're on by looking at things external to what you are on. Also, the first part of the theorem is that you can determine the shape of the thing that you're on by looking at just the ground. Just the ground, you can determine the shape of the thing you're on. So just the ground or just the sky. Either of them works. Mathematically proven. So if you think that's not the case, well, you've got to disprove the math.
bullshit as well. That's another heap of bullshit. Is it debunked? Is it not debunked? It goes to show they don't understand the map, number one, that they're promoting or trying to destroy. And it goes to show that the people shouldn't be listening to them because they don't know what they're talking about. There's a Liam, right? Liam put a post into Master B on Saturday, and this is a conversation between these two women who are Christians who are attacking flat Earth, right? And if you want to play that, that shows exactly what the outcome of what David Weiss promotes and things that like the likes of Angels agrees on with him on, right? Shows the result of that for us.
You got it.
If you want a video to respond to,
Yeah.
I'll throw it in Master B. It's excellent. 1 second.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? I don't want to argue some reverse position in a burden of proof reversal where I've got to justify some outside edge of some known flat world when Earth's measured flat. I don't have to justify anything. I'm not a cartographer. But Dave Weiss seems to think he is.
There's no flat Earth cartographer, of course. Of course, there is none. But you could, right? Any flat earther who wanted to, who actually wanted to determine what shape the Earth was, they could study cartography and go about doing it. But nah, they never will.
Yeah? As he cons people into buying his app with a map he had no part in making. Now, that is just con artistry, because he's not telling the world the reality of the world that's measured flat. He's talking about ice walls and dogs.
Oh, it's measured flat. Did you prove it? No. Nathan can't stand up to his own standard.
And he's talking.
Now, Angels is coming back. Angels of Shite will be back shortly. So they're just having a little breather between rounds.
About 9/11 truth. He's a charlatan and a shyster, and I'm sick of him being in my community.
Blah.
The community that understands Earth is flat.
Yeah, Nathan's community, everybody. He owns it.
That knows it's measured flat. That doesn't justify a bleeding ice wall that we have no idea about because we've been forced into a position to do so at the behest of our controlled opposition opponents who want flat Earth to be some nonsense waffle about ice walls. Yeah? You'll have Dave Weiss peddling that crap with as many stooges as he can muster around him, in this case, Angels of Light being one of them. There to affirm that, oh yeah, we can definitely talk about this rhetoric, about this ice wall and the extremities of our known world. Like, how the bloody hell do you know? You don't. Just some tosser here flogging an app with some new flat earther next to you, backing you. Yeah? Someone will later come onto the app.
Oh my gosh, shut up, Nathan. Let me look. Where did that come back in? I didn't write down where he came back in. Okay, let's have a break. We need a little break. Dano, unfornicated, says he's got two things to share. He says this Saturday, Weiss will be at a Flat Earth meetup in Stamford, Connecticut. Or as I like to say, Connecticut. Yeah, so like if you know Max from Uruguay, you know him, right? His cat attacks him all the time. So he's got like all these cuts all over his arms. So what you could do is you get a pen, right? And then you could connect all of them together, and then you'd connect a cut. There you go. Sorry, lame. Anyway, so Stamford Connecticut. If you're interested, talk to Dano, or I think probably the Crunk Debunk might be another to talk to about doing that. They're thinking about live streaming so they can ask questions live. That would be amazing. I don't know if Dearth will recognize them. That might be a little fun way to do it. It says also, let's see, Dano will be in New Jersey. Will be at New Jersey Shore later this month, going to try to bring a ship back over the horizon. Ship AIS tracking versus optical and some weather balloon tracking, all from Cape May. Can you think of anything else I can do? All right. So if you are interested in participating, you live in the vicinity there, contact Dano Unfornicated and let him know, hey, I want to come along and do some stuff too. So there you go. Let me see. Looks like okay. Let's see. Got Arnold says, can you imagine Mike shopping on eBay? And after watching the demo video, you check out the seller's channel And he's screaming about fisting 25 men. Yeah, he's proud of it. He's proud of fisting 25 men. You know, I mean, so I suppose some people might be into that, but you know, it's a rare taste. It's a little bit of a fringe taste. Brenda says Dearth has a boat and passive income. Well, that comes into it later. We will get to that for sure. Nomad Universe's IMAX used to hold the title of the world's biggest projector until Oakley came along. Yes, for sure.
Actual Flat Earthers show to talk through the guru who knows what he's talking about. That's what this new Flat Earther will do in his insubordinate tosspot nature. Yeah? Dave Weiss stooge. Why are you still here, Angels of Light? That's what a question I do want answering. Why are you still here?
He's server muted.
That is
Yeah, so he was server muted eventually by somebody at Nathan's request because it's a fair debate platform, of course.
that's in the matter video.
Yeah, I want to actually learn. That's why.
Oh, he wants to learn. Think of it. Here he is. He's berating you constantly, and you're like, I want to learn. What in the hell? What is wrong with him?
What are you doing with Dave Weiss if you want to learn? You want to learn? What are you doing with Dave Weiss then? Did you learn about the ice wall that you backed him with? Did he teach you that?
What? No.
So why did you back him up with it then? If he didn't teach it you and you're here to learn, and you didn't learn that from him, why did you back him on it? Just wanted to stick your tongue up his ass?
No.
It's always about that with Nathan.
It's just basically fluid statics and large bodies of water require containment. So then there.
Oh, what contains the top of a large body of water? They never get this. They never pay attention. What is containing the top? We got the bottom, we got the side, we got the side, we got the side, we got the side. But what contains the top? They never address what is containing the top, if it needs to be contained.
It would have to be something holding in water. That's my claim.
No,
You're right.
no, that's not what you affirmed to the question being asked about the outside edges of the extremities on the map Dave was holding up. That's not what you affirmed on that show. Do we need to go and dig out what you affirmed?
Yeah. I said the known...
We can go dig it out, you lying shyster.
But Nathan's not gonna go dig it out. False claim there.
Okay.
Just typical.
If you want.
No, we could just have you having a bit of humility and accepting that if you're here to learn, you don't know the outside edges of the extremities of the map Dave was holding up when you referred. Is it just you learning while you're talking through?
So he just said, I agree with you. But Nathan can't let that sit because then he won't have somebody to berate.
Me, you insubordinate little prick. Is it just me or is he off mute while I'm talking? You're not here to learn, Angels of Light. You're here to kiss ass and make headway. That's what you're here to do. That's why you're next to Weiss. Yeah, so you can make a reputation for yourself. That's why you're with Weiss, because he hasn't taught you anything. If you're here to learn, what have you learned from Weiss? Name 3 things. Go.
Will he allow him to talk? He's just asked for 3 things to be named. Listen how long he gets to talk before Nathan interrupts.
Actually, I didn't say I wanted to learn from Wise. He just asked me to come on a show with him because he watches my TikToks.
All right.
That's how I...
Oh, he didn't overtalk him. Wow. First for everything.
Yeah.
All right. So from us, you want to learn. You just want to extract and take from us. But from Weiss, you get publicity.
There's nothing about publicity.
Are you laughing at me? Wanker, don't laugh at me or I will remove you.
We're all laughing at you, Nathan. You earned it.
You insubordinate little twat. How dare you?
How dare you?
You are a retard, Angels of Light. You're a spastic, a retard, a dumbass. You don't know anything about this subject. You humiliate the people who do.
I do.
You're talking.
But Nathan, you don't either. You don't understand it.
I'm ignorant. I don't know enough about this stuff.
No, you don't.
I'm a moron.
Yep, I agree. Let's see. I went in.
I went in and was absolutely humiliated based on my total ignorance of everything I said. Through me while I tell you off. You want to learn? Learn some humility. Sit there, shut up while I tell you how dumb you are. You're dumb. You know why you're dumb? Because you hang around idiots like Weiss. Idiots who spew nonsense.
Now let's just refer to other people that are dumb. You got some other people that are dumb because they hang around with idiots, right? Let's see. We've got Adam Price is dumb because he hangs around with idiots named Nathan Oakley, and Neil is dumb because he hangs around Nathan Oakley, and Brian is dumb because he hangs around Nathan Oakley, and Click OK Computers is dumb because he hangs around Nathan Oakley, and Drunk Hillbilly John Refracted Curvature is dumb because he hangs out with Nathan Oakley. And they're all dumb, so they all hang out with each other. So it's a dumbathon there, I guess. Is that a good word? I don't know.
Nonsense. They're not helping you, they're making you more stupid. Do you understand what I just taught you, Angels of Light here to learn? Do you understand what I just taught you?
I guess so.
Right, so why, given that I've just explained to you how ignorant you are, would you feel it necessary to go and associate with someone like Weiss, given how unbelievably arrogant and idiotic and nonsensical the stupid shit Dave Weiss spews is?
Oh my gosh, the projection. It's so aggressive.
What did you feel you would benefit from such interaction?
Did I think I'd benefit? No, I just thought he asked me to come on a show. He watches my lives all the time when I debate flat earthers. He liked my style, and he let me up.
I see. You didn't say, I'm just a newbie, like you told me earlier while you were talking through me. You didn't say, would that be a really good idea, given I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about and I'm really new to the subject? You went, yeah, okay, I'll go and sit next to you even though I'm a newbie, correct?
Well, I agree with you. I don't know how long. I don't think he knows how long I've been a flat earther for. But,
I'm not asking him, I'm asking you. Even though you know you don't know much and are new, you agreed anyway, correct?
Yes.
Dave, why didn't you vet this spastic? You just asked him because you liked his TikToks. Did you not know he was a complete noob and doesn't have a clue?
No, well, there is no flat earther that is anything other than a noob, because no flat earther can answer any questions about flat earth. How do you compute the distance between 2 points on the surface of flat earth? Nobody knows. How high is the sun above flat earth? Nobody knows. What causes the magnetic field of flat earth? Nobody knows. What causes that magnetic field to move? Nobody knows. Why is the magnetic field angled the way it is, such that when you're in South America, the south end is down, even though according to Nathan Oakley's flat earth map that he detailed in the book that he just published. Oh, and by the way, hold on a second. So I've been slowly, it's hard. I've been going through Nathan's book. Anyway, all those questions, let me wrap up. All those questions, no flat earther can answer any question about flat earth. Okay, Nathan's book. I've been trying to go through it. It's impossible. It's so dumb. He can't go a single paragraph without interjecting just unnecessarily claims of earth measured flat. Like he'll or saying a flat earth prerequisite, right? So anything at all, pictures from space. Well, there's a flat earth prerequisite, right? It's like he went through the book, and every single time that he could, he's like, oh, let's put in that phrase. Anyway, it's hard to read. But I do try to get paper paper copies of the books. Flat earth books. So hold on. So like I got this one. This is the Gleason book, right? You got the Gleason map, you got the Gleason book, right? And I've read bunches of this. In here, he claims how high the sun is. You test it, it doesn't work. But hold on. Oh yeah. I bought this book. This was like $15, I think. I don't remember. Hold on. I got more. Like this one from Rob Skiba, I get these, from used bookstores on Amazon. That's where I buy them. And so some of these are marked up. This one isn't. I don't think there's anything in it, but some of these are marked up. And so the Flerf who owned it is like underlined everything. And anyway, so I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can get Nathan Oakley's book. And I like the paper version of it. So I go to Amazon and I search for it. And there it is on Amazon. Nathan Oakley's book, his stupid face on the cover, Earth measured flat, or all roads lead to flat, or whatever it's called. $77.77. But it's on sale for $68 or $63 or something like that. The pretentious douche. He has his book, this ridiculously stupid juvenile book, for sale, the paper version of it, for almost $80 US on Amazon. So pretentious that he would have it for such a high cost. Are there any Flerf books that are easy to read? No. Here, hold on. This one. Hold on, it's over here. It's over here. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh. It's somebody sent me this. They said you should get this, right? And it's deceptively named as Lucifer's Flat Earth by Dylan Campbell. I got an email from Dylan here saying I should get it. I'm like, well, yeah, all flat earthers, of course, are liars. But it's all just it's poorly written, because it's like starts to try to say that it's Satan's Lucifer's flat earth, but it all comes around to it's just a bunch of flat earth tripe. It's all the same flat earth nonsense, right? Everything that flat earthers have said. And look, it's nice and big print because flat earthers, right? Mommies can read it more easily. It's hard to read. So yeah, this is all the farther I am right here. It's super hard to read because it's the same tripe. Anyway, back to it. Nathan's book on Amazon, so expensive. So I'm no way in hell am I paying $77 for his stupid book in paper form. I'll have to wait for it to be in a used bookstore for 6 cents. That's it. So does it have cool illustrations? So Nathan's book, his PDF book, has just a couple illustrations, so not very many. It does have the Gleason map on it. Nathan's book does have this map, not the continents, So if you take the continents off of this, the grid, the polar coordinate grid, he has this in his book. Describes it. That's his map. So anyway, so Nathan's, oh geez, why so expensive? So pretentious to charge that much. Gross. Anyway, all right. Did you get your palette cleansed? Hold on. We got gravity pen. Seriously, I had a gravity pen. I don't know what your relationship is to the gravity pen, but I like the gravity pen. The one where you flip it around backwards, it was like the stainless steel is a little slippery, but that insert part you could put into a different pen. I think I got a different one that was a little more grippy. I liked it. Anyway, yeah, it says the first time I ever heard of Nathan Oakley was a warning from the late exorcist Father Malachi Martin on Coast to Coast AM. Or maybe that was the Antichrist. I used to listen to Coast AM, and I would be baffled. The host, George Norrie, or who was the previous one before George Norrie, the guy that started it. Anyway, they would never challenge their guests. They'd just be like, "Oh, interesting," making all these ridiculous claims, and they're just like giving them a platform for their derp. Such a weird thing. Okay. Alyssa Aviation says, stop, broken ribs don't like laughter. Astrocate says, I like the idea that Flerfs are trying to learn. Of course, he jests. He's not trying to learn. He doesn't want to learn. At least not learn the right thing. He just wants to learn how to berate people, maybe. Astrocade again says, Nathan drinks urine and vomits diarrhea. He's a true potty mouth in the literal and figurative sense, isn't he? He is. You got to have goals, Nathan, and he's got them. Art Bell, thank you, Flerf Destroyer. Art Bell was the original host. Was it? Yeah, Steve Burnham Bauman says it's on sale for $68.44 now. Yay. Still not worth $68 for Nathan's book. How pretentious. How pretentious can it be? Oh, and Fornicated has a link to it. Oh, bless. Oh. Anyway, all right. Flerf Destroyer here. Let me get this here. A new slot opened up tonight for moderator. Actually, a few moderators can slip into that new slot. Here, Shedsy says, Toon, did you read the back cover on Amazon? No. Is it good? I don't know. Maybe. Well, yeah, the PDF that I was Ledwelled didn't have the back cover, or maybe it did and I didn't look. I don't know. But thanks. I'll have a look. Oh, Taylor DeGrave says that Nathan's Oakley's book is $93 Canadian. Oh my gosh. Pretentious. That's how pretentious he is. Okay. All right. Back. Oh gosh.
All right, that's because Dave Weiss doesn't care. He doesn't vet the idiots that he puts in front of people. Me, I've got an open door policy. Any idiot can walk into this bar. That's well known.
This bar. Yeah, well, there's an idiot at the head of the bar.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like Dave Weiss is coming here to get educated. Dave Weiss is just here to screw communities out of money.
Well, okay, Nathan, you and I agree on something, broken clock twice a day, that kind of stuff.
So he can pay for his boat. That's what Dave Weiss is here for. Didn't you know that, Angels of Weiss? Do you want to affirm that you've now learned that Dave Weiss is just here to pay for the boat?
See, I told you we were going to talk about the boat.
Facts, Angels of Weiss.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's asking for an affirmation. Dave Weiss is here to pay for the boat with app sales, Angels of Weiss. Do you understand me?
He's paying for a boat.
You just need to say yes, you complete clown. Yes, I understand what I've been told. You've been told. Now you need to affirm, because you seem to be stutteringly repeating it rather than saying, yeah, I understand you told me 3 times. He's paying for the boat with the app sales. He's not interested in... Yeah, I haven't finished. I'm repeating it a 3rd time, you stupid little boy. Yeah, you seem to have stuttered the same thing I said to you rather than affirming that you understood. Now you're off mute again while I try and repeat it for a 3rd time. You didn't affirm the first 2 times. You stupid little boy. So I'll repeat it again.
He just sits there, just like Witspit did.
Hopefully at the end of the 3rd rendition, I'll get a stupid idiot boy telling me he understood. Do you understand, boy? Dave Weiss isn't here to educate people. He's here to pay for his boat with app sales. That's not me asking you, it's me telling you. A fact. He rubbed my face in that fact.
Famous Potato says Angels has been on the boat. I don't believe for a second, because Angels is from Australia. So maybe he's been to the U.S. I don't know, but I can't imagine that he's been on the boat. Maybe he has. But just to be clear, Donkey wants out. Hold on. Donkey, come here. Come here, puppy. Yeah, lay down. You're good. You're a good boy. He gets excited. I don't know. Somebody's walking around upstairs or something.
In case you want to know where I got it from.
Oh, he flew to the U.S. to meet Dave? Wow. That's commitment. So maybe he has been on the boat. What a lucky boy. If you go to Dirth's Facebook, you can. All right, hold on. I gotta let the dog out of the room. Okay, you can go. You can go, Papa. Good boy. There you go. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. He's so excited. You can go to Dave's Facebook and you can see the boat. It's not much of a boat. It's on the ocean, right? Because he lives in Connecticut, and so it's a boat on that goes on the ocean, you know, or bay or whatever. It's tiny. It's tiny. Like when I was a kid, my grandparents had a boat on the Mississippi River. Right. And everybody had a boat. And we'd go to the Mississippi River for the weekend. They had a place there, and we'd you know, but it was just a little boat on the Mississippi River. Right. That's the size of his boat. So Nathan, don't get too excited about the boat that Dearth has. It's not that big. Okay. It's not that big. It is a boat, and it is paid for with app sales, but it's not that big.
Do you understand, boy?
Yeah, I understand.
Good. Now sit down and shut up. To my audience, Dave Weiss is a shyster. He's a con man, a grifter, a con artist only here to pay for the boat.
Yes.
The boat that he had Jaren on and Witsit on.
So I heard this. I listened, and I sent a message to Jaren. I said, hey, Jaren, have you been on Dave's boat? He says, nope, never seen it. So that's not true. I don't know if Witsit's been on there. Witsit is on the East Coast, kind of around where he is, though he's farther south in general, right? He's lived in North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, where Dearth is up in Connecticut. So that's a bit of a hike for a tiny, tiny little mini boat like he has. So I don't know if he's been that far south or if Witspit has been that far north. I don't know. I have no knowledge of Witspit ever having been on the boat. But
this is a boat that he has all the shills on, and he's paying for that boat with your money that you buy his app with, so he can tell you lies with newbies that don't know a damn thing about the subject. Not me. Me, he'll tell to get lost when I try and, quote, educate him, like Angels of Weiss here claims he's here to get. So he's here to get the education from me to go and bullshit.
So he's just swapped to calling him Angels of Weiss.
Next to Dave Weiss, who garners all the support and money, while he lies and bullshits about the extremities of worlds he doesn't know. Yeah, it's a cruel world where the people who actually do know stuff have shyster liars like you, Angels of Weiss, coming to get the good information so you can go and peddle it next to the charlatans who grift the money from the community.
This is Nathan being jealous again.
The one that I built.
The one that I built just said that. He just said that. He's taking credit for it. Let's listen again. Let's listen as he builds up to the crescendo of Nathan claiming ownership of the entire Flat Earth community.
Of Weiss coming to get the good information so you can go and peddle it next to the charlatans who grift the money from the community. The one that I built. Yeah, Weiss just stripped it of all his cash. I didn't ask you anything, Angels of Weiss. Sit down and shut up was the last instruction you had from me.
Wow. You built
sit down and shut up. That means sit down, you insubordinate little boy, and shut up. It doesn't mean I'm asking for a colour commentary of oh wows, you stupid little tosser. I'm not asking for you off mute either, idiot boy. Weiss is here to grift the community. That's his only purpose here. He's here for money. That's his only purpose. If he had any intention of providing decent information, he'd listen when people gave him a decent education, the one you claim you're here for. Weiss wasn't interested in learning about science. Weiss wasn't interested in learning the actual black swan argument. Weiss isn't interested in learning how Earth's measured flat. Weiss is interested in telling people about the extremities you lied about next to him.
So George from Boston says, Oakley is so sad. This is the most pathetic rant I ever heard.
That's what he's interested in, because that's what he flogs his app on. Yeah? The one he pays for the boat with. The one he rubbed my nose in while I tried to educate him on what science is.
Oh, because Nathan knows what science is because he's done science, right? No, he's never done science. He doesn't know what science is. He talks about it in his book as if he is a person of authority on the topic, but he's not. He can't cite any scientific paper that has used his version of the scientific method that he thinks is the only allowed scientific method. He can't cite a single paper or experiment that used that version of the scientific method that he describes. It's so rigid and strict that nothing has ever gone through that process that he has described as the only process that science must use. Right now, he wants to consider, this is funny. Nathan wants to consider himself the godfather, the keeper, the holder of the true way of science. Right? He wants to be the holder of that. He wants everybody to come to him, to sit at his feet and suckle on him, to know how to do science. That's what Nathan wants. But 100% of his idea of science he got from Quantum Eraser. Every single thing. Every single thing. It's straight out. Straight out of this book. This is the exact same version of science as what Nathan claims. And if you look at their videos, it's Quantum Eraser who invented this garbage idea of how science is done. Hey, donkey. So he took it from Quantum Eraser, is claiming it as his own, and trying to sideline Quantum Eraser as he holds up the only allowed way to do science. Of course, never has science ever used this method before. So, but the flat earthers all think that's the only way to do science. Of course, none of the other flat earthers that think that that's the only way to do science have ever done science using that method.
Yeah. Now we're all clear.
I was just going to ask you, didn't you say you could have been part of all of this? Rubbing it in your face? The yacht?
Yes, Neil. That's correct. We're surrounded by scammers and charlatans who bleed this community I love dry of money with nonsense waffle on apps that are worthless other than helping the opposition with arguments they'd love to argue with us about. That's what Dave Weiss supports. Our opponents desire to argue about nonsense rather than about our Earth's measured flat.
Oh, can you give us measurements? Never.
You get props for that name, though. I thought you were making a mistake. Angels of Weiss. You deserve it, Angels. I'm sorry, but you deserve this chastisement because you were here sitting with us and getting educated. And then you went and shook hands with the devil.
Yeah, so I've been here
I don't want you around.
Probably.
I don't want you around.
So don't be confused. Angels of light is the devil, according to the Bible. So it's Weiss that shook hands with the devil.
I've been here for 5 shows.
I want you to go away. I don't trust you. I never will trust you.
Shout out to Duncan McLeod, who says, for $5, Angels of Weiss, laughy face, laughy face, laughy face. Thank you for the super chat.
I've been here for like 5 shows.
Nobody cares.
Okay, so somebody asked if I could show the the boat. Turns out it looks like Dearth has blocked me on Facebook. He had I'd been careful. I never commented on anything that he ever posted, so that I could see him, and now he's blocked me. It seems, so I can't get it. But if somebody on Discord maybe could get to it, and you'd have to go back a bit and find the pictures on his Facebook, but it is on David Weiss's personal Facebook page. It's open to the public. Anybody can see it. You don't need to befriend him in order to see it, at least when I looked. So shoot me Discord, the picture on Discord, and I'll show it, I guess. So let's see here. Okay. Nobody, I was just checking to see if anybody had sent it already.
As nobody asked. Right. Nobody asked how long you've been here.
Nobody cares. So actually, nobody wants you. I don't
okay.
want you around.
Nobody.
I'm not in a position to be able to. If I could delete you permanently off of Discord, I would, but I'm not in a position to do that.
That's all right. I won't come back after this. But I really want to know Nathan.
Well, just what about if you just go
Hey, come-
away?
you're-
now?
you're-
Yeah, just
everyone's
leave.
always welcome back. I mean, you're welcome back on tomorrow's show. I mean, I'm very fickle.
I am.
Of course. Do you not listen to my intro?
Oh, super cool. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I didn't mean gravity pen. I meant space pen. Let me go to this. Okay, hold on a second. This is all right. I love these. I don't have one. I gotta back up here. I gotta make sure I don't claim things I can't claim. I had a space pen. I did not have a gravity pen. But I've seen the gravity pens and I'm like, they're super cool. I should get one. So Gravity Pen says, Toon, to answer your question, Gravity Pen is a U.S. manufacturer of high-end gravity-defying self-balancing desk pens. It uses magnetism. It's not really gravity-defying. Flat Earthers will get confused by it. I should get one. I definitely will. They're fantastic physical toys. Thanks for the shameless plug. There you go, everybody. Go get yourself a Gravity Pen. I definitely need to get one now. Now that I said that I had one incorrectly when I was thinking space pen, and it was anyway. Apologies for that. Plastic Citizen says read the book sample content on Amazon. JSS Tiger says Nathan is the toughest guy in 5th grade right now. That's it. I mean, this the only place that Nathan would ever talk to people like this in real life would be the playground of 5th grade recess. That's it. Right? And even then, he'd have 75 kids trying to, dogpile on him and probably, tear him down anyway. Shedsy says you need to read a sample on the book on Amazon. It can't be Oakley's real book. Well, whatever. I have something else to cover after this, so maybe we'll have to return to the book a different live stream. But anyway, like I'm not buying that.
Well, I thought you wanted me banned.
I said get lost. Go back to Weiss is what I said. Go back to Weiss so you can lie to more audience. That's what I told you. I said you're not welcome.
But
Do you feel
Did I
welcome?
not
I said you're not
admit-
welcome here. Do you feel welcome?
well, not today.
Well, the door's still open. You're still here. Nobody's taken you by the scruff of the neck and kicked you out. You're just not welcome. So you don't feel welcome. Yeah, that's what you've been told you're getting. The door's still open to everyone. Dave Weiss could walk in, the charlatan shyster, to have a strip torn off him. He's a coward and he won't. You have.
You want a name of flat Earth proofs? Hey, Nathan,
No,
do want
nobody
a
asked
name
you
of
for
flat
anything.
Earth
I don't
proofs?
need any flat earth proof, thanks.
That is one of the things that they do with each other to like test the waters to see if they're a real Flerf. Is they're like, tell me some flat Earth proofs, and then of course all they ever talk about is the globe, right? But that's how they test each other to see if they're a real Flerf or not. Okay, somebody sent me Steve Bauman on Discord sent me the photo of the book, not the book, the boat. Donkey, come here. What are you doing? There's something over in the corner of the room he's looking at. Maybe the cat's over there. All right. There it is. There. All right. So here is the boat. Let's just make this clear. This is on a body of water connected to the ocean. So I don't know. Somebody said it's a 14-footer. I don't know. I can't identify that well. But that's not a big boat, right? In Minnesota here, you go on Lake Minnetonka, that's a dinghy. And Lake Minnetonka is a lot smaller than the ocean. This is a dinghy, right? But yes, this dinghy is paid for by Flat Earth App Sales. 100%. Little Dearth's dinghy. And there he's got his idiot friend. I don't know who's this dingle Flerf here. I don't know. But he's just as dumb as this idiot. Aw. Idiots of a feather. Anyway, there you go. Thank you for grabbing that.
From a newbie that doesn't know what he's talking about and lies on Weiss's shows. No thanks. Don't need anything from you. Go away.
Oh, okay.
Why would we
So-
need your flat out proofs?
Been here 10 years, mate. I don't need anything from you.
Well, that's the thing. I'm new, and you guys are treating me like I'm some big name.
Some liar. You are.
Not even a-
No, we're treating you like a liar.
Like a liar.
We're treating you like a liar because you
Oh,
are.
like
You
a liar.
admitted it when you first got here. You admitted to it immediately.
I didn't admit to lie. I said I made a mistake.
Made a mistake,
I
did
didn't
you?
purposely
A mistake that
lie.
you were so emphatically affirming in the positive to a guest who asked you something. It was a mistake, was it, when you affirmed so diligently in the positive? Yes, you affirmed.
That's what real boaters tow behind their yacht. Patch Von Braun says, I had a 14-footer in the 1980s that cost me $250. Oh my gosh. There's oh, by the way, let's just look at this. Great circle. What's a great circle? Great circle through the observer's position and sub point of star. So what he does is he gets some diagrams from some navigation things, some right, some incorrect, and thinks that is proof of things. No, you didn't. It's just a diagram, right? Is the diagram correct? Sometimes no, sometimes yes. This one is not correct. This is a little too simplistic. See how the star, well, in real celestial navigation, this is not correct. This is maybe conceptual for somebody that's an introduction, where you see the star is actually on the screen there, like that's not, or at some elevation, and it forms a triangle. That's not how actual celestial navigation works. But this is what Nathan claims it works as. If it works like this, then look at this. You see where it says 1,800 nautical mile radius? Right? That's the radius of the circle of equal elevation. Celestial is a circle of equal. It doesn't, I don't know where the rest of it is, circle of equal elevation. That means that everywhere on the circle, everywhere on this circle here, the angle to the star is 60 degrees. Now this diagram is wrong. Don't get confused. This diagram is wrong. The star is not actually here. But Nathan, so he found this in a book somewhere, or on a web page somewhere, where it has an incorrect diagram. And he's like, oh, this is the correct diagram. Okay, do the math, Nathan. We've got 1,800 nautical miles here. And we've got this angle here of 60 degrees. This angle of 90. Okay, so 1,800. How high is the star? Right? If this is actually how high the star is, if this is a correct diagram, then we know how high the star is. That's how it would work. This is Nathan's claim. Nathan's claim is that stars have very specific physical elevations. If they didn't, you couldn't do this type of celestial navigation. Trouble, Nathan. Anyway, all right. Hi, Neil. There you go. I had to do that in order to make it pop off a little bit so I can move this around. Okay. Here we go.
When asked about the outside edges of the world that you're now interrupting me about, this shystery, Weiss-like behaviour is not going to make you any more welcome here, Angels of Weiss.
Yeah, he used the word
okay.
known, as in to imply that you know these extremities.
Yeah, I said,
you know them, do you?
Yeah, I said that.
You know them, do you?
Yeah, I said
do you know them? You've investigated
that.
So a while ago, he gave it up. He consented that he doesn't know, but they keep pressing it because otherwise they wouldn't have somebody to berate. And they won't even let him clarify that he did retract his claim, but they still won't let him.
Distance to these extremities, have you?
How about what, sorry?
No, you haven't. You've investigated the distance to these extremities, have you?
Have I measured it, did you say?
Investigated.
Investigated the distance.
I have. I've been there.
Investigated the distance. No, I wouldn't know the distance.
So yet you were
That's
so
why I
bold
said
as
that.
to affirm this when asked. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're
we know you're a
yeah.
bullshitter. That's why you're not
You
welcome.
said known.
I've
You
got
said known.
Okay, so
So that means you would know
what did I say?
about these
The edge
extremities.
of our no. I'm going to pull up the video to see what exactly I said.
We know
Can we
what
do
you
that?
said.
I don't care.
Okay, so some people are identifying there may be some interesting things about the book. Whatever, that sounds funny.
We heard what you said. And we heard what you said here.
Okay.
You're a bullshitter.
All right.
Anybody who's
I'm not a
bullshitter
dude,
would have left immediately. The fact that you're still around tells everyone in volumes that you're just a complete charlatan. You're some kind of an agent. I don't watch you.
Oh, wow.
I don't trust you. Yeah, I don't trust you at all. My spidey sense has been up concerning you for a good while, but I couldn't say anything about it.
My spidey sense.
You just kept it to myself.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
You didn't
Yes,
like
that's
me
right.
from the
Really.
beginning?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're a
Let's just
bullshitter.
answer him. Yes, really. We have a nose for bullshitters, Angels of Weiss. We sniff them out.
You sniff yourselves. Everything you say is BS, Nathan.
They stink.
So when you did the actual reviews of my debate, you said I did a good job, didn't you? You liked my debates, didn't you? Were my debates
great.
good, or didn't you?
Great. I'm sure you probably had some of our rhetoric to repeat that you learnt here, I'm sure. It was really good until you started lying about Dave Weiss's known world and the extremities thereof that he had up on an app that he was flogging, that you seem to be affirming, and now you're talking through while I affirm again your egregious lies. You seem to be muttering through the top of me, affirming that which we don't welcome you for.
Well, so this is how you treat new people to the community.
You're not new. You've been here a while. You're not new. That's a lie too. You're so not new.
He's trying to claim he's new. Oh, so cute.
You've got a full string of Twitter that Dave Weiss has found you with and then invited you to lie on other shows with. That's not being new, you bullshitter.
Nathan, I've been a flat earther for 2.5 years.
2.5 years? Boy, there's some 10-year flat earthers that say the same basic things that 1 month flat earthers say. There's no telling him. There's people that claim 14 years, and I ask them, what was your introduction to flat earth? They say Eric Dubay. I'm like, well, Eric Dubay hasn't been around for 14 years. Well, okay.
You're not new, you're a bullshitter. You don't seem to be getting it.
Okay. Wait. So 2.5 years being a flat earther, that's not a new flat earther.
Right. Yes, sir. It's absolutely a new car. Straight off the 2.5 years of use.
No, he's not going to get the sarcasm that Nathan just laid out.
That it's had?
So I am a new flat earther then.
See, he missed it.
No. In the same way that a 2.5-year-old car's not new, you're not a new flat earther. What you are, for the 12th time, is a bullshitter.
And it doesn't matter how new he is, of course.
And I admit it, I probably shouldn't have made a positive claim about...
Oh, yeah. You see, this is... New flat earthers see the things about flat earth and they're like, I know all sorts of things about it. And then they go start making positive claims. And then the ones that have been around for a while, like, you can't do that. When you make a positive claim about flat earth, you can't back it up. Don't do that. And so then they berate each other for doing that. And then they finally learn, oh, you can't make positive claims about flat earth. They're like, oh, good. Pat him on the back. That's a good. You're learning now. How do you know that earth is flat? Oh, you just do. How did you measure? No. We don't talk about measuring it. We just say it's been measured. We don't actually do the measurements. We don't have any. There's no measurements for flat earth. We just say there's measurements for flat earth. That's how, right? Once they get into the echo chamber, they find somebody to bring them along and, mentor them in how to not make positive claims. Did you hear that? He's like, oh, I shouldn't have made the positive claim. But flat earthers do that all the time. You go on Facebook, like, oh, this. They constantly do it when they're new. Nathan Oakley did it when he was new. And now he's like, oh, can't make positive claims because you know what that means.
About what the edge of a known world is.
You hear that, Dave? The guy you didn't vet knew in his own confession, 2.5 years old. Definitely a late model. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have bullshitted with you, Dave.
I don't know. What kind of car is Nathan driving? It's probably not a new car. Gotta guess.
He's now admitting it on my show. I mean, I don't know if Dave Weiss is going to do anything about this. Maybe make a retraction. You know, maybe go back to the videographer that he had this bullshitter on with him that maybe shouldn't have been bullshitting. Now he's on a different show. Is Dave Weiss going to deal with this? Or is it just us that has to deal with Dave Shyster's shite when the mistakes that get aired by us pointing them out to stuttery, interruptory boys who eventually admit the same thing they've been called out and admitted to immediately. Eventually they get round to admitting it again, like he just has. Yeah, this is a major problem for Weiss. You're just a new, actually 2.5-year-old in the subject, flat earther on a show with Weiss talking crap. Something we've already got an issue with Weiss for, Angels. Yeah, we've already got, plenty of issues with Weiss. You're just as bad as it.
It's jealousy mostly.
Him now. That's the real problem here. I mean, I won't care when you're off the show in an hour.
I got some advice for you.
So
hold on, let me give him some.
Oh, you go, Neil. Keep stirring that spaghetti, Neil. Take a break from stirring it. Yep. All right, let's hear what you got to say, Neil, buddy.
Some advice, Angels. Listen, go away and say how. Here's a good proof for you. We see too far. Go stand next to David Weiss now.
I got way more evidence than that, but okay. So we're having. Are you talking about the PhD interview?
You're missing the point. Is it because you're a bullshitter? You're missing the point. You're still trying to, because you think you're smarter than everyone else.
So much projection.
As the usual bullshitter does. No, you're completely missing the point. Nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody cares if you got the 10 best flat earth proofs in history. You're a bullshitter and a liar, and I don't want you around. Nathan can have you around if he wants. It's his show. I don't want you around me personally. I don't want you around me or represent me or have nothing to do with me because you're a liar. It's that simple. It's about character, not about your intelligence or the amount of proofs you have. It's about whether you're a liar or not, and you are a liar.
Yeah, Nathan raised the standard today, buddy, and I'm glad.
You go, Neil.
Oh my God! Nobody's asking you anything. You don't seem to get it.
You go, Neil. Such a big boy. Such a big boy, Neil. He's so cute. All right. We got some Flatty in here says, why is it so important that everyone has to believe Earth is a globe? It's not a belief. It's a physical thing, right? When you say, what's this made out of? It's made out of cloth. What shape is it? Well, it's this. We can measure. How much does it weigh? We can measure it, right? These are physical properties of a physical object. The properties of a physical object. So the Earth has properties. It's a physical object. We can go measure it. And that's why it's so funny, because every single thing that you ever do when you go and test the Earth, it's a globe. Every single time you test to see whether it's flat, it fails 100% of the time. And that's why flat earthers never make positive claims. So it's not a belief. It's not a belief. It's a scientific fact that the Earth is a globe. But some dumb people have beliefs that it's flat. And it's kind of funny to poke fun at them and watch them, berate each other as they argue about who's more wrong and show that they're jealous about each other's position in flat Earth, that the flat Earth pie isn't big enough. And, they're punching at each other for position within the flat Earth community. So it's funny. It's entertaining, and we get educated at the same time because we go over some fun things, some interesting science facts from here and there. So, so it's not a belief. It's a scientific fact. Only the flat earthers have a belief system, and this is easy to prove. What time will the sun set according to flat earth scientific facts? Tomorrow for Minneapolis, Minnesota. What is the flat earth science, fact-based science for what time the sun will set? You don't know, right? Because it's a belief. I can tell you using facts what time it will for any position on the Earth for any day of the year using documented, confirmed facts, and I'll tell you what time the sun will set and what direction. That's not a belief. That's a fact. Anyway, why are you not fighting against people who believe in Bigfoot? Because it's a fringe group and it's kind of funny. I actually have a shirt with Bigfoot on it. I think it's funny. Right? There's not a whole lot of people that are serious about Bigfoot. It's just kind of a fringe, funny thing. Why only fight when space and the globe are challenged? Well, and another reason, because it's so easy. It's really not hard. That's a large part of it. So it's fun, right? And I've built up a skill, right? I've been doing this for a while. I know all the different goofball players and I know their tactics and I can easily destroy them. So that's why. So, and we got this great community, right? There's 400 people watching right now, and there'll be several thousand more that'll watch over time. And when I do debates, it's a lot of fun. So anyway, and let me get back. Let me show you this. This is another incorrect diagram that that Nathan found. This is not a correct diagram of how celestial navigation works. It's made by somebody that does not know how celestial navigation works. It was not in a celestial navigation how-to book, right? There are books you can get that are good about celestial navigation. This isn't one of them. It is incorrect. But because he found it and it's an external source, he's like, well, I can use it as a citation. No. Nathan, do celestial navigation. That's how you do it. You go and do celestial navigation. I can do it. I can take the angle to 3 stars and I can determine the position that I am on the shape of the earth using the globe. But Nathan, no flat earther, can do it using flat earth. That's what's so amazing about it. It completely destroys flat earth.
Yeah, like when there's other people, right? There's other characters, I'm not going to name any, right? That we have the same sort of discussion with, and then let's say they've wronged Adam as he's not here and he can't defend himself as it should be, right? But then when there's people that have wronged Adam and then he's looked to me to side with him and I've gone, yeah, I side with you implicitly, and then welcome that person back on the show.
Oh yeah, Creative Forces 2, is that Dick Wayne? I didn't notice. That comment didn't seem to me like a him, but maybe it was. Anyway, yeah, Dick Wayne has a price on his head, as somebody said. He is currently enjoying the status called Whack-a-Troll, where any comment that he says can get immediately whacked. If that is in fact his account, then that's fair game. He can get that removed through something I call extortion. Let's see here. I have the current amount that he has to pay. Is this it here? Yeah, here it is. Right there. Oh, I should go big screen here for you. There we go. $240 is what he needs to exit that status. So he did, in fact, used to have a wrench. Same thing happened. People paid to have the wrench removed. It got removed. And I told him, well, here's the cost for you to get your wrench back. And he did not pay. So my attempted extortion failed. But that's fine. People get to enjoy Whack-a-Troll.
Following day. And I was like, what the hell? This person should be obliterated. And you're like, no. Everybody's welcome back the following day. There's about a half a dozen examples. I can probably count on one hand how many people are actually sincerely banned from the show. You know, and you've got to do something pretty egregious. Like Brenda, suggesting that I should have my kids removed from me by social services. That'll get you...
They should. And why? Well, hold on. Warning. This is hard to listen to.
So the ball is the thing that's moving, Grumpus.
I missed that. Oh my god. Yeah. Right.
Careful.
Anything that's moving with regard to...
That's why I would be very happy if whatever is the equivalent of Child Protective Services in the UK showed up at his house and said, we have a problem with you. I would be fine with that.
permaband. Yeah. But you got to go to those sort of
Okay, so I don't know if, I think that was the end of it. 4620. Yep. So that's the end. That's the end of him. What did you think of that? I have another thing to view, because the next live stream is at 1 a.m. So we'll do a little bit with little Wadger. Nick Ann says, why does Dearth have a GPS unit on his boat? Dearth uses GPS in his app. He uses the Haversine formula to compute distances between places on the surface of the earth using in his app. Like it's all over the place. He definitely loves using the globe. He doesn't understand that if you use the globe, you are admitting that the earth is a globe. I don't know how that's a hard thing for people to get. It's basically every time that I clicked the wrong thing here. Hold on. All right. Well, it's going to be choppy for a second. I was trying to prevent the choppiness. There you go. All right. Should be back. So if you know the Blob Brothers, right? The Blob Bros, they take the globe. That's Alan and Shame. They take the globe. They have an AI do a bunch of math that they don't understand because they can't even understand what a hypotenuse is. That's how dumb they are, right? They don't understand ninth grade math. Literally in a debate, Alan had 60 degrees as the length of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is a length, not an angle. He got called out for it and doubled down on it. That's how dumb he is, right? So he doesn't understand the math. So anyway, so they'll take an AI, they'll tell it to do a bunch of math to try to hide that what they're using is the globe underneath. So they'll take this, they'll say, oh, here, this will compute distances, right? We're going to compute distances, and then it when you compute the distance, when you compute the distance between, I should get the upper camera going here, so you don't have to, so I don't have to hold it up. Here it is. Okay. Zoom in. Here, you can see this is, all right. Let's see here. Nothing that you shouldn't see, right? Keyboard, mouse pad, mouse. You got this. My mouse is a tall mouse. See that? So my wrist is like this instead of like that. Anyway, so let's zoom in here a little. So they take this map and they're like, they have an app that they made where you can take and put a point. You can go, well, how far is it from here to here? And they have some formula that the flat earthers won't understand. And it'll output the distance. They're like, this is the Gleason map formula, because the Gleason map has this little chart at the bottom. And like, this is the Gleason map formula. I looked at the source code. It's the Haversine formula. It's not the Gleason map formula. And that's why it outputs the same distance as the Haversine formula. They're like, oh, this is the Gleason map formula. And they just deceive people. The interesting thing is, when you get to here and you say, well, what's the distance between here and here? You get the same distance as the globe says, a short distance. Now, if you look at this map, these distances have to get bigger. So when you're looking here to here, this distance has to be more than this distance, right? But it's not, it's less. These get smaller. And when you get to this down here to the extremity, the South Pole, it goes to 0. So if the distances go to 0, that's a globe. So their little deceiving app that they're doing to try to get people to think that they're awesome acknowledges that the distance between lines of longitude gets smaller south of the equator. In fact, you completely matching the globe predictions. And the only way that you could actually construct a physical surface that has those physical dimensions is a globe. So they're admitting that the Earth is a globe. That's how dumb the consumers of that lie are, because they know that they're just using the globe to do all of it. They're 100% aware of what they're doing. So, okay. This is 6 minutes, thanks to Deplorable Ilk. We're going to watch this. Here we go. I'm just queuing this up for you all. Just a second. All right.
Miles, I forgot to drop.
All right. You heard that for a second. Okay. So here comes Deplorable Ilk channel. I'll put the actual link there so people, you can go watch, you can go subscribe to Deplorable Ilk. He's only got 135 subscribers. Go get him some more, people. Subscribe, get him a little more. All right.
Distance that all the super curve calculators give you.
Well, 36 times.
It's not updating. Hold on a second. Stage and camera. Stage. Stage. There we go. Let's see. It's back to working. Okay.
It's 8, right? Because it's 8 inches per mile square. So every time you go to the next mile, you just times it by 8.
No. Nope.
So the first mile is 8, the second is 16, and so on.
Nope.
You just take 8 and times it times how many miles, and that's
no, that's not squared. That's just it's 8 inches per mile, not 8 inches per mile squared. They don't get it.
That's how many, that's how much obscured.
It is a squared function, so you got to square that. So.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see if we can do the math on that right quick.
Not a chance.
I'll break out the calculator.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you wouldn't see the lighthouse at all, I'm telling you right now. It would be
Yeah, because they're going to get the globe model right.
Of course, that's a hell of a claim. They're claiming all this curvature when none of it is to be found. Every single bit of it is elusive, no matter how far the distance is. That our limit can see no curve, dude.
No limit curve. There you go. So we're
not even with enhanced, equipment, we still can't see it.
Limited curve. There you go. What's the phrase? Let me clear my calculator. It's still got my GoFundMe calculations in there. So we're going 36 miles, right?
How did the GoFundMe calculations go? Oh my gosh. Deplorable. Anyway, Jaron sent me this. He's like, you got to watch Deplorable Ilk's video. It's amazing.
And so we're going to times what? So it's 8 inches per square mile. So
no,
36 miles, 8 inches per mile. So let's go 30 times 8. Would that give us a squared function or not?
No.
30 times 8 and then square.
So I do it
30 times 8 and then squared.
Divide it.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And no, you multiply.
Okay. Times. So I double it.
Yeah.
So I got 288, and that's inches times
288.
What?
Hold on.
Just Google their curvature calculator.
No. Like, oh yeah, give it up. Don't even try. All right. Let's try it. Here we go. I'm going to try to follow along. I backed it up a little bit.
Equipment. We still can't see it.
Limited curve. There you go. What's the phrase? Let me clear my calculator. It's still got my GoFundMe calculations in there. So we're going 36 miles, right? And so we're going to times it times what? So
my camera. What are you doing? So what it's doing is it's a P1000. It's a little testy sometimes. So Like, oh, it's not. What the what? All right, I gotta hard boot the camera. Unplug and replug it. Come on. I might not get this. The P1000's not a great camera. Definitely not. It is not working. All right, well, I'll have to debug that later. Anyway, you won't see me do it.
So it's 8 inches per square mile. So at 36 miles, 8 inches per mile. So let's go 30 times 8. Would that give us a squared function or not?
30 times 8? It's 36 miles. Never mind. 30 times 8.
30 times 8 and then squared.
Squared.
There you go.
So do I divide it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Then divide it. Wait, why are you dividing?
And no, you multiply.
Multiply, okay. Times, so a double it.
No, you multiply.
Yeah.
So I got 288, and that's inches.
288.
Times
288.
What?
You could just
inches. 288 inches. Hold on. 30 times 8. And then that's 240. And then squared, which he said he was going to do, but he did not do, because if you square it, you get 57,600, which he didn't get that.
just Google their curvature calculator.
No, I don't need their
times 288 and then divided by 12.
So 36
times 288 times 288, then divided by 12.
Times 88?
No.
Divided by 12. Oh, okay, I got 288, so.
It's 288 the result? Like 288 times 288?
Yeah, that's how many inches you get over that distance. 36 miles times.
All right, times 288 divided by 12, I get 1382400. So 138,000. I'm sorry, 1,382,400. We're on track here.
Times 8 inches.
Okay, so divide by 12.
Divide by 12.
1,382,400. There you go.
That would be feet, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you divide? What does a divide symbol look like? Why do they make these symbols look like this? I don't know. So there'd be 24 feet. Is that what it's saying? At 36 miles.
24 feet of curvature.
24 feet.
Yeah. So how much drop would that be over distance?
24 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Then that you
so
can
dumb.
account for everything else in that ship layer of crap.
So how tall
in that ship layer
is the lighthouse?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, it's gonna
I'd
be hard.
imagine, 100.
I'm saying it's like 100 feet.
I'd imagine. That's how you do it. I imagine.
You know what the Great Circle? That's what I'm going to actually, hopefully, show you how they make the Great Circle.
Oh,
what they call the Great Circle route.
Yeah, living inside the center of the earth, huh?
Well, yeah, but I mean, they bent the radius to get that Great Circle route too. And
Wow.
when you're getting a circumference, you can't bend that thing.
You can't.
You get a wrong value. You know,
why can't you bend it?
Well, it won't be.
Yeah.
Correct. Well, yeah, I wonder why they did that.
That's why, yeah, because they have to have a zero baseline that's flat.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
They got to try to get away from that somehow.
Yeah. So they how they taper the globe off is bend their radius like, well, it's.
But unfortunately, math don't work like that.
Yeah, and Nathan took what do you call it? He took MCToon to a place called an azimuth, where you actually get directionality from.
What?
Like east west.
It took me to a place where you get did he say azimuthality? Is that a word?
That's north-south, and you have to use the ground to get your location.
No, you don't.
And
no, you don't. You don't have to use the ground to get your location.
MCToon never did go there.
I'm surprised that they're not just.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You don't get to talk geometry. Oh dear, no.
Claiming that Earth's so big excuse, like they always use, that they can get a zero level plane off of their little areas, you know. But unfortunately, the entire world's been measured flat. So,
well,
for as far as we know,
the whole entire world's been measured flat. Yet no flat earther can ever produce a single measurement once.
And Fisherman in the Box said this: it's just going to get harder and harder for them the more we look into the math. It's going to get so hard they're not going to be able to hide anything. And 10th Man says we just need the measurements, man. We don't need
no
all this
measurements.
obfuscation, all this philosophic crap to go with it, all these logical.
We've been needing the measurements, dude. We've been asking for the measurements for fucking how long, JJ? How fucking long?
We can pull them apart, dude, and that's what he did with the nautical celestial almanacs. He actually goes in and looks at how they got their derived measurements, and this is one. That's where he noticed the subpoints where the great circle bends within their radius. It's really odd, you know. Like they have to.
How can a circle not bend?
Make it fit their ball.
And then we spent all these years of hearing these guys tell us that flat earthers can't math, you know.
Math.
Then,
oh yeah.
You know, here we are,
yeah.
dude. These guys.
That's bullshit right there.
It's,
oh my gosh.
It's quite amusing, actually. It's pretty funny.
It is amusing, yeah. It is amusing.
They're so desperate.
They actually thought that they were doing math. They actually thought that they were showing us up in their math. Oh my gosh. So hilarious. So hilarious. Okay. Well, apparently, I've been told that Witspit and QOP are going at it on EA. Well, let's have a look.
You're not going to let me finish a sentence, are you?
Well, I thought that was your sentence.
Oh, here he goes. It's Witspit.
Try and
oh shit, MCToon's here. We don't need
Paz.
Again, there we are. Go on, carry on. I'm not doing it anymore.
You said not. I'll just go ahead and finish it. None of our observations like
your
Redshift
superior is here,
upon,
Paz.
I mean, you're wrong. You're wrong. That's exactly what it is. Redshift. The interpretation of Redshift is specifically
MCToon versus Witspit. I'll moderate.
Wait, Paz, is that not what you were saying? That like our interpretation of Redshift is independent upon that? That's exactly what we're talking about.
Did astronomy try and evaluate and elude the distances to like across the Milky Way or different galaxies from observation, from understanding of physics before the notions of or the propositions of general relativity came along?
That's a total non sequitur. Whether or not people
non sequitur.
I'm explaining it. Whether or not people tried to determine distances prior doesn't matter at all, doesn't sequentially fall to my point. I already disputed or refuted that, which was that they've already changed them drastically in the last century alone. And then our fundamental understanding of the universe was changed at Hubble's observations. We proposed the idea of accelerative expansion.
But you can't explain the flat Earth, you dummy.
So you
talk about this big stuff.
The notion that you come to the
he talks about this big stuff. You can't explain a sunset. What time will the sun set? How far away does the sun need to be to set? You don't know.
Oh, I'm saying it would just be a necessary implication.
Well, where are you getting that from?
Hubble himself.
Well, it's citation.
Well, let's just be very okay. You actually want me to cite
He literally verbatim said the quote, dude. It's very accurate.
Come on.
Well, no, he didn't. No, that's not verbatim. The citation isn't him pretending that Hubble had said something.
Okay, so you never read that? I mean, whatever. So like, even we don't even need.
So I have to be careful. I can't interject too much here, right? This is I'm not looking for that. If I get pulled in, fine, but I'm not looking for that. I want to hear QOP and Witspit go at it because it's hilarious.
Yeah, look it up, but it actually doesn't even matter.
Well, it does matter. You just asserted
stop interrupting me so much.
Because you asserted it as a framework for the assertion that the universe is smaller.
Okay, what I actually Oh my God. What I actually did was used him as a hostile witness. Usually that's like the most efficient way to
A
expedite the
hostile
conversation. Since
this isn't a court of law. This is science. You need evidence, not a hostile witness, because you interpret something that somebody else said as contradictory is not evidence in science. That's not how you do science.
simple question.
What's
It's
not a
almost
shocker?
there.
There's no
We're almost
assertion, is
there.
there?
We're
This is
almost
just
there.
posturing now.
We're almost there. So would the
Posturing.
universe be bigger or smaller if it wasn't expanding?
You can't say unless you got something to base that on.
Holy shit. We can't say, okay, if option A is a universe that is expanding and option B is a universe that isn't expanding, which universe is bigger?
Which one? What makes you think the universe isn't expanding?
No. Answer my question.
I'm not answering your question.
Oh, because you're just a bad faith actor, right?
No,
the
because
answer
you're
is
a bad faith
obvious.
actor.
My
You're now
3-year-old
you're
could answer the
expecting me.
question.
You're trying to get me to concede that the universe isn't expanding. Why are you doing that?
No, I'm not asking you to concede that at all, actually. I asked you, you said it wasn't necessarily the case that the universe would be smaller just because it wasn't, which is ridiculous.
No, you're the one asserting that it would be smaller. You're trying to allude the universe is
Yes.
going to be smaller as a consequence of the Earth being in the middle. Where are you getting this shit from?
Okay, so let's walk through it. If the Earth is in the middle, then we don't need the explanation of accelerative expansion and dark energy. If the universe is not accelerating and expanding, then of course it would be smaller than a universe that is in a constant state of accelerative expansion.
And how much smaller is it going to be?
Okay, so you can see that it would be smaller.
No, you're the one asserting it's going to be smaller. Why?
Bro, can we switch the dude? Can we do Wizard versus MCToon? Pazza is so annoying. He like doesn't even steal man the globe model, dude. He just
If McToon's
annoying.
here, then yeah, go for it.
Wait, Pazza.
I'm only here to hear. It's all about Q-op, not me. Go Q-op.
It could be vast, yeah, but not expanding. Now, why are you suddenly making it smaller?
Okay, well, it's just smaller than you understand it would.
Then
be
you don't
smaller
need
than
the
a
same
universe that's
speeds,
expanding.
dude. What's wrong with you? It's not complicated.
Look,
Even
Q-up, what are you doing? I'm talking to
Even if it's
Wizard.
smaller, it'll be a globe still, right? It's just
It's
globe, but smaller.
It's almost
about the
like
size.
retarded level of autism when you do that.
I mean, I might be a little autistic. I don't know. I just wanted to make
We'll
sure.
just stop
like,
doing it.
Like, let's say like you win this argument, and the Earth and the universe is like smaller. It's still a globe in this case. This is not a flat Earth versus globe.
Go to the dark side. Go,
dude.
yes,
It's literally
yes.
It's literally a non-point, bro. Like
It's a non-point,
geocentrism
yeah.
means Earth-centered. It's independent of shape. It's
Okay.
literally independent of shape. Factually,
Wouldn't it make sense with the symmetry of the sky you saw with the sun rotation in the south?
Why are you invoking Hubble?
Dude, I just had it, dude. Come on. What the fuck?
Well, you're
dude?
asking me if the observation makes
Why are
sense.
you invoking Hubble? It makes it's a good question.
Oh yes, keep going.
That's it. What? Oh my God, that totally means what?
I don't know.
You're gonna affirm the consequent and say that proves that the Earth's a globe?
Come out as a globey. Do it tonight.
Well, I don't think the Earth's a globe, or I would have done it right when I got back, and then I could have just grifted and made plenty of money.
Why are you invoking Hubble with it?
Why would I not?
Why don't you ask what shape did Hubble think the Earth was?
Oh my God, that is so.
You're gonna invoke all of him, or just what you
dumbest
cherry
fallacy
pick?
ever. That's literally the dumbest fallacy.
Oh, it's the dumbest fallacy. It's called cherry picking.
Not state that
Austin is cherry picking.
Smaller.
Oh my God! What he stated
who said that?
was if the interpretation, there was like a list of them, one of them was recessional velocity, etc., of redshift. Do you even know what happened? Do you understand that we expected to look out and see all the galaxies moving independent of the Earth? We're supposed to see redshift and blue shift in all directions. We did not expect to see a symmetrical distribution in all directions centered on our observational position. It was not expected. So when we created those telescopes that were able to see
Listen to him
further,
flailing
it
around
was
and
a
in denial of what
shocking
he said earlier on.
discovery.
None of this matches flat Earth, by the way.
Of value.
Okay, carry on with the graffiti.
No, this is very highly specific to your point that was stupid.
You said Edwin Hubble stated if it was geocentric, it would mean the universe is smaller, and 10 seconds took me. Edwin Hubble did not state the geocentric universe makes the universe smaller. Full stop.
Well, let me correct. So if you actually go back and listen to it, I was very specific to not start to invoke.
Yeah, Witless is like, I can grift on the globe. Jaren shut down his channel because he didn't make money on it.
I did not.
You're never changing.
No. It's recorded.
You're never going to change.
It's recorded. It's recorded.
I
Never did I
know you're
say. Hubble
smashing.
said
You're
if the
smashing the
universe is
conversation by
geocentric.
going back on what you said 30 minutes ago. I
Stop
know.
interrupting me, dude. The thing is, right? The
Okay,
only
you're
thing you
right.
can do
I'm going to
here is
stop
use the
interrupting
tactic
you.
of shut the
You
fuck
carry
up.
on to.
Shut up.
You're preaching.
Aw,
That's
little
the only tactic
baby.
you can use is knowing I have to actually unpack
Do
a lot of
not
information due to all the
swear
bullshit you say,
on
and then not
my
letting me
show.
do it. So then if you could just interrupt every 4 words, you don't get any coherent response, and you can pretend I was wrong about something. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Just stop doing it.
And then if we mute them, then they'll say they were censored. Can we just not have to mute anyone and can no one interrupt? Is it possible we can hear an actual good back and forth? Witsa, can you continue because you got interrupted? Can just no one interrupt, please?
So I kind of like already laid it out, right? Which is that if the Earth was in the center, then we wouldn't have to invoke accelerative expansion to explain the observations, for example, like what Hubble observed. Okay, so then you have the geocentric position right there. No accelerative expansion. We expect to see all of the observations in deep space to be centered on the Earth. We expect to see the galaxies rotate in a like seemingly annual procession. We expect to see everything moving in relation to the Earth the way that we saw it. The alternative position was like, oh, well, it just looks like that.
So the important thing is it's in all directions in 3 dimensions. In a sphere around us, north, south, east, west, up, down, we see things moving away from us in all of those directions. It does not work with flat Earth. It completely falsifies flat Earth. And here he is arguing for a different interpretation of what Hubble identified, suggesting for geocentric globe. Doesn't help. It's still a globe.
Redshift are primarily that there's an accelerative expansion. It then progresses into an accelerative one, by the way. It was originally just an expansion. Then the universe would be finite. It would be much more dense. It would be much more local and suspiciously young. And he absolutely did say that.
If you had for the geocentric position with the globe and the universe spinning around it to make sense, you would need the ether also to explain away Aries failure with the horizontal component of the
Precious
aberration changing.
He doesn't get it. Just stumble through it.
Well,
I
Aries
love it.
failure is another huge problem for the idea that the Earth's not moving in general.
That's what I'm saying. But if you have a vacuum just around a geocentric ball, Aries failure still doesn't make sense if the ball's not moving. Well, whether or not the ball's moving or not, you need the ether.
And that's kind of an important. It's kind of an important point, Q up, right? That all this cosmology, geocentric cosmology, is based around the geometry of the universe and the geometry of the Earth. So it works for a spherical Earth, but it does not support flat Earth in any way, shape.
How are you saying my point has anything to do with what you just said?
Come on, Q up, land it,
Witzford. Did you just have a stroke in front of us? Are you okay? Please call somebody.
Well, you need the fundamental geometry of your universe to be understood before you can look at the advanced cosmology.
I love it when flat earthers say the shape of the Earth's not relevant.
It's not relevant to whether or not the Earth's in the center. It's just objectively not.
But if I put it in the center, I put it in the center and use all the mechanics you want to use, you're still talking about a spherical Earth, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
No, it doesn't have to be a spherical.
It does.
Right?
No,
it does.
So
the universe is all on one side. It's all on one side.
This is the reason why I realize like I have to just push it to the front again, because you guys still don't understand any of it. For example, when I invoke you're always interrupting. I get it. Whenever I invoke like the neo-Tychonic system or the kinematic and dynamic equivalence, you guys think I'm like claiming that to be true, despite me clarifying over 400 times I'm not doing that, and I'm only having to correct you.
Yeah, if you're using the geocentric globe, then that's what you're arguing for. None of what you gain by arguing for geocentric globe helps you in flat Earth, because now you need to redo absolutely everything that you just did for ether and all this crap that doesn't work, by the way. But you still have to redo all of it to make it work with flat Earth. Plus, you need to actually have flat Earth work.
What you're saying, all we hear is a wittering religitard.
You claim
a what?
Wittering.
Completely devolving into.
You're just completely
at homes at this point. That's what you
poisoning the well.
Bro, British people's insults are so weird.
That's what that was. That was poisoning the well. Yeah.
Oh.
You're trying to preemptively discredit. You're trying to preemptively discredit me to the audience because I'm religious. Okay, I'm not religious, but
no,
like,
not because you're religious.
You're not religious? Oh my god.
No, believing in God is literally. I'm believing there's no God is actually stupid. So like whatever, cool story, bro. But like, do you understand what I just
But
said?
that's all I got.
Like,
Cool
that,
story,
like,
bro.
I'm just correcting your belief. Just like when you said, "Oh no, we know that Earth can't be in the center because the universe would have to go with super crazy speeds, faster than the speed of light." I'm like, wait, what says there's a speed of light? You said, "Oh, it's a law of physics."
Quoting a load of people, right, who also, on top of everything they say that you're asserting, don't think that we're in the center of the universe, isn't going to help anybody.
That isn't
You're
relevant,
being bad
dude.
faith.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
like for example,
Why
these
should I listen to all his blathering on about what other people say when all those people don't think the Earth is in the center of the universe?
First of all, why did they say they don't? Let's think. Why did they say they don't believe it? Why did they say they don't believe the Earth's in the center of the universe?
Have you
What
got
was
the
their
reason why?
reasoning?
Have you got the
Yeah.
reason why?
They say it's weird. They never give an explanation of why. They say like it'd be uncomfortable or it would be a
Oh,
terrible.
they give
it'd be a terrible
reasonings
thing.
why. It's
Not
just not
really.
scientific. They give reasonings why. Almost all of them, without fail, address it at one point in their career, right? And we're talking about anyone from Hubble to Stephen Hawking, and there's a long list of people, right? Astronomers, physicists, all this. They address it, right? And what they say is, well, it could be in the center. And actually, there are perfectly functional models of it in the center. And we actually don't have any proof of it not being in the
No,
center. And all observations can be
there's no functional models.
but
No, they
we
don't say that.
prefer to reject that notion on philosophical grounds. Primarily,
true.
that it is true. I have an entire
None of them are comfortable with the idea of.
I have an entire
I have a 3.5 hour.
where I go through
You can't argue with me.
retards just claim that they're cherry picked, despite
Witsit,
literally not one of them being cherry picked. Literally not one of them being cherry picked.
Witsit, cite me if you would entertain me with a citation of a physicist in this field who's happy with the idea of galaxies hurtling around us at super luminal speeds.
Okay, I already did.
No, you didn't. That's not a citation. You're just saying something. That's not a citation. This isn't Bible class.
What? Okay, you want a specific citation?
Yeah, you go on and put one in the text chat.
Okay, I'll have to.
He
all
never
I have to do is
will.
Go
He
to
never
my
will.
YouTube channel and look up the stream.
He never
which
will.
You could definitely do that, right?
Has your YouTube stream got a citation in the comments or something that I can go and check against what you're saying?
Well, they're all up on the screen, and then typically I drop all the citations in the Telegram accompanied with that.
Okay, can you give me one? Just give me one of those, and I'll have a read, and I'll come back tomorrow.
I'm not just going through all the citations in my freaking Telegram.
Just one.
Okay.
Hey, look, I may have some narcissistic traits here and there.
Is it worth having one of these at hand for these conversations? It's almost like you don't want to present them.
It's not. No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
I mean
then,
maybe it would be, but it's not worth actually compiling.
So with all
them.
due respect, Witsit, how can I tell the difference between what you're telling me now and a just like citation that's blathering?
Well, if you were actually interested in the truth, as opposed to some like gotcha, get out
Oh,
of jail
if you're actually in,
while you're incessantly interrupting me, and I have to just keep talking through you.
Okay, go on then.
If you were actually interested in the truth, you'd be like,
I'd look for citations.
Where's the citation?
Like, if what he's saying is true, I could easily fact check that. You would then go look it up. You don't ever do that.
Oh,
though.
you do my own research. Yeah, I get it, Witsit. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that just such a novel idea?
I mean, he's asking you if you want to have that in hand, like these conversations are planned out or something.
Yeah, and it's by the way, it'll be endless.
Witsit must be telling the truth then, so the Earth must be flat.
Can we switch it from versus Pazza versus
regardless if Wiz is telling the truth, Earth is flat.
This is drunk.
We could just not have Elbow talk at all. It'd be great.
Witsit's come into a room and told me the universe, so therefore it must be.
Oh, I'm just gonna go find the one that I covered.
No, he won't.
Specific topic.
No, he
which is
won't.
The idea that the universe can't be geocentric because the stars would have to go too fast, and then I just use a bunch of hostile witnesses to show you guys don't even know what you're saying, and that's because you just repeat what you.
You see, he's not getting it. He's talking.
Okay. That's what this really boils down to, right?
Wow, that's a hypocritical statement.
Okay, where did you read that it would require it be faster than the speed of light?
Where you have to not talk in order to go get the citation.
Faster if you keep the distances the same. Why are we still fucking going over the same things? Fuck my life.
No, but I'm saying, time out.
Go queue up.
Where did you read that would be impossible? Like, where did you get that idea
Who cares?
from? I want to know if any of them even know where it comes from.
Okay, so if it's going around, let's put this
Where
way.
does it come from?
All right, well, let me try and explain my rationale.
No. Don't explain to me. Tell me where it came
from.
from.
I'm not going to talk to you if you're not going to let me. I'll just let you bang on.
Don't say what you want to say, Don't say what you want to say. Say what he wants you to say.
No. The point is that you guys are on and on about citations, but then I point out you're only repeating what you heard someone else say. You dispute that. I say, okay, then where
Witsit,
did
just
this
go
come
get the
from?
citation,
Stop it.
please.
Hey, Jack, you're not interested. You're not involved in the conversation.
You
If it's
said
just
you were going to get it.
He'll
Just
never
get
get
it.
it.
Let's pick up right after you get it.
The point is, you guys don't
We
even
have
know it
mods
came from
here.
Einstein. You don't even know it came from Einstein later in his life. You guys don't even know that. Now that I'm giving you that information because you didn't read it, you haven't read any of Einstein, you don't comprehend Einstein, you've never researched any of this, and you're just repeating what you've heard other people say.
You don't comprehend Einstein, but he does because he's so much smarter than everybody else.
You'll just claim you knew it the whole time, and you'll just
Is
start
that the
saying
citation?
What,
Do we have
do you
mods
guys
here?
do you want me to tell you the story? The year before Einstein died so originally he conceded to the Machian principle, right? And actually wrote an apology letter to Mach saying, like, Ernst Mach saying, sorry if you had got a lot of flack on my behalf, because originally I thought that what you were saying was not true and I dismissed it improperly. Turns out that not only is what you're suggesting
Will this ever be produced?
literally required
Let's see
to
it.
be true if my theory is to be taken seriously. For my theory to even be possible, what you said, the Machian principle, has to exist. Okay? And this was a major issue that he struggled with for many years in his life. And then you get all the way to the year before he died, and then supposedly, where he does all kinds of flip flops, and his personal diaries get completely insane. He calls Japanese people dogs. He just goes insane at the end of his life. The year before he dies, he then has one quote that you can attribute to him where he says something about, oh, well, we know this can't be true, though. Although the Mocking principle is valid and I have to concede to it, and it does show that there's a dynamic equivalence. We know it isn't true because then, as someone else has demonstrated, so he invokes someone else who
Just
basically brought him out
talks and
before he died.
talks and talks
As
and
someone else has
talks and
demonstrated,
talks.
the universe would have to go much faster than the speed of light. So then what has happened since then is he didn't even understand his own mathematics, which isn't a surprise because he didn't do them. He literally didn't do them. He just stole them from everyone else.
Oh, you're so smart, Austin.
Oh, you didn't know that? You didn't know that? You didn't know that?
Yeah, he didn't understand any of his own math wits,
Yeah, you
and
didn't even know
he
that 40
only
space
stole
ship-
everybody else's. He didn't do
Only.
any of it himself.
Yeah, only Witsit understood the
That's
math.
not a claim at all, is it?
That's
Let's all
right.
take a 30-second break so Witsit can get that citation, please.
The 40 space geometry, who proposed that?
But Einstein later refuted the Machian principle. He said, no,
No, he didn't.
it can't work.
If everything is close enough that none of it is going around as 24 hours a day, everything is not going this fast in the speed of light. That means virtually everything we see in the universe must be closer than what we think Uranus is as close to us now.
Okay.
Does anyone know where the name Uranus comes from in Greek?
Oh, well, let's move on to that. That's an important thing to discuss right now.
But wait, do you guys hear how Leftley just
It's
jumped
just
in?
interesting. It means heaven. So you guys taking the word heaven, which was like describing the ether, and making that a planet. It's weird.
Oh my gosh,
I just
you
saw
out.
the
Oh my
history
gosh.
of what happened.
Out of nowhere.
Leftley jumps in at the end to say he disproved the Machian principle. That isn't what happened at all. I just told you what happened though, Leftley. Like, he never once in his life claimed the Machian principle wasn't true. In fact, it's acknowledged to be true to this day in your own belief system. The belief, the claim is that although true in principle and practical application of the current universe model, it wouldn't work because it would require the more distant stars and planet systems to be traveling faster than the speed of light.
Oh my gosh,
This
he's
is also
talking
a very
slow.
low-level misnomer and a misunderstanding, though. That's why I invoked the like subject matter expert in relativity who breaks down all the math explaining that in the presence of strong gravitational fields and big enough masses that according to even relativity itself, you could largely exceed the speed of light.
None of this
So
matches
who
flat
in the
Earth.
scientific community is comfortable in shrinking the entire universe down from where it is currently to being in the dimensional sphere?
Who the hell
that
cares who's comfortable in
okay,
this?
fine,
What the fuck?
go on in. It's not a point. It's not a point, is it, Q up?
Well, again,
No,
you
who
don't
cares
have to
about
use
their
it.
Server to go check on or something.
Yeah,
Dr.
have to do that.
Dr. Phil, I'm sorry.
Q up's got a problem with people talking to Witsit. That's what it is.
What?
Including his
have to
wife.
do that.
Including his wife.
No,
apparently.
I do, because I
Stop
want to
talking
fucking
about
debate him.
her,
I
dude.
fucking yes, I do. I hate you talking to positive. It's fucking annoying.
We are.
It's like the third time you
So
try to force that
probably
in.
the best thing with
I
it
want
is
to
that we
debate
wait
him on
until
like
Q-Up's
3
not
different
here.
things, dude.
All right, can we
Okay.
reset? I think Pazzo was the last one that got interrupted. You guys, can please no one interrupt because we don't want to have to like mute people and play the cat and mouse game.
Oh,
So
it's going to be an
We
interruption.
want to have something to you can hear.
Are you liking this? Is this worthwhile? It wasn't as
I've got to go, and I'd like to citate. I'll come back and discuss it further.
it wasn't as fireworks as I was hoping it would be between Q-Up and Witspit.
Elude or entertain the idea.
This is live right now on Discord.
All these massive forces don't need dark matter, and we could shrink everything down to be much smaller. Who of them is excited by the notion of everything we see in the entire
How
cosmos?
does that matter if they're not
Oh,
excited
there
by
we
it?
go.
What the
I'm
fuck?
going. Bye.
You're welcome.
But no, now you just give him like a life jacket to claim like he was censored.
All right, go Q-Up. Get him. Get him Q-Up.
First of all, it's like you guys don't listen. You just
Get him Q-Up.
wait to speak. You know, so it's kind of like
I want to say that I don't know if you guys can hear me as a bar, but I love all of you guys. And
well, we hate you.
So like he just goes back to like
Q-Up sleeping in the back.
Scientific community would say that they're comfortable shrinking the universe. I just pointed out you don't have to shrink the universe in your own paradigm. But there are plenty of people that acknowledge that if the latter method, which by the way, like the different.
All right, so if you don't know, the Machian principle is the claim that on the geocentric globe, that the entire universe rotating around the globe causes, for who knows why, causes a force. Why does it cause a force? It has to in order for the vague idea to work. He just made it up, right? That's fine. You get to do that as a hypothesis in science and it's just a hypothesis until you've tested it and found it to be either true or false. Then, right, you can build on that and not true or false, but like confirmed or unconfirmed and build more confidence. So it's the idea that even though it's going too fast, right, it would have to be going massively fast, that it causes forces to happen that makes, for example, makes the sun orbit the Earth once a day. Think about that. The Earth orbits in reality orbits the sun once a year. But if the Machian principle requires some force to exist that causes the sun to orbit the Earth once a day, 365 times faster, and it's significantly more massive. Why? Magic. That's the Machian principle. That's what Austin is talking about.
You're so sad.
If you said that stuff to someone in a restaurant, you get knocked out, mate.
By
why
is it man, not just one.
Control yourself.
Okay,
right? I've muted you. Control yourself, or just go somewhere else. Like, don't come in here
What is
hurling.
going on, dude? You
filth.
guys are
They're gonna kick out.
Not welcome. Not
I would
necessary.
say this shit to Witsit's face.
Like,
I'd
either
love
get
to
off
meet
your
him.
They're gonna kick out Kiko Pip.
I would meet all you cheerleaders and Witsit and say this to you guys. Where do you want to
Because
meet?
you're a degenerate. You don't have
not be a
fucking
good
standards.
idea
That's
that
why.
I'm in the Northeast.
You're a fucking degenerate, dude. You look
Now
at
I'm
the
a
things you do.
degenerate before
Messaging
I'm
other
gonna
people's
get-
fucking wives and then using them for little jokes. That's degenerate. The things you
She's
say
not his
is
wife.
Like primally, if like I said, if there was a room full of men, that you would get beat, you would get pummeled. You would have multiple boots on your head, dude.
By you
You
guys?
go too far.
Yeah, straight up, bro. I mean, I'm down
so
to
scared of you.
You're the only one that
I'm
goes
so
this far.
scared.
Gatebreaker, you're fucking retarded and you woke me up, you asshole.
Yeah, we're whatever, dude. Whatever. Let's get back with the conversation.
Don't even
You,
follow
I'm
that.
so glad all the Witsits.
No,
cussed,
Q up.
like,
It's good to have
had
you
to
here,
fucking
bro.
start
But like the
crying,
other
dude.
guy said, just chill out, man.
No,
with
it's
that,
not.
with those jokes in particular.
Now we all know who Witsits cucks are. Good job, you guys.
Shut up, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, because I don't like someone.
The Flerf-on-Flerf action is amazing.
I would have stood up for you too. Winston would have said that to you as well.
No, all right.
Gross.
Let's move on. Let's
shut the
give
fuck
him the
up.
chance to decide to not do that. All right, please.
I offered 2 other debates. I mean, he didn't take any of them.
What he wants to talk to you, bro.
So
Can we get back on track?
By the way, they were not
You
married.
mentioned the cosmic ladder before.
Not married.
Where does that start to break down?
Like if you look
What
at the
distances don't we know?
well, no, it's specifically like when you compare the different methods. So if you look at like the ladder method with the other way that we determine the like Hubble constant, the numbers don't actually match.
Oh, did he do the numbers?
I mean, so you
So you're
have
not talking
like
about using the
No.
cosmic ladder to measure the solar system. We've got
well,
that.
we use that method, but what shows that it isn't true is that it doesn't match the Hubble constant.
Did he do the
Like,
math?
you can't have your cake and eat it too, which is what modern astronomy does. So like if the ladder
At the
method
solar
was
system
true,
level, you're talking here. Where does the Hubble constant come into measuring the dimensions of the solar system?
well, why do we always what are we cavemen? Why do we always just limit it to the solar system?
Well, we've got to start with some solid foundations, right? And know what we know and accept what we need to accept. So that the ladder, the cosmic ladder for measuring the dimensions of the solar system works very well, right?
I don't really
we know
use the
the
ladder
dimensions.
method for the solar system that much. I mean, like
That
you use it
much?
for vast distances.
At all. You don't use it at all for the
primary
solar
method
system.
of distances for the solar system is like the ratio of the assumed dimensions of Earth. Then you take the radii and periodicity of the planet's movement in relation to the Earth and the Sun, and then you get like a ratio of that, and you can use trig.
But Witsit can't use trig.
Not the assumed dimensions of Earth. That the base of the ladder is a known measured physical distance on the Earth, right? We know these dimensions on the surface of the Earth, and we can then apply them to infer other dimensions based on observation.
Okay, so do you know the ladder is like when we're looking at a star super far away, for example, we don't use the cosmic distance ladder for the solar system. Okay. So
We use
That doesn't start
a
at
different
Earth. You
ladder.
measure a distance on the Earth, then you work out the
No,
distance
no.
to the Sun, then you can work out the dimensions of the solar system and the other planets, and then
Yeah,
you leverage
that we
those
do,
things
yes.
to go out into space.
No. I mean, I can tell you if
Yes,
you
yes,
think
yes.
that's logically how it works, but no. The cosmic ladder system is for like distant observations, specifically somewhere where you can't implement like a procedure like that, right? So it's like we're just going to see a star and they're going to have to try to figure out how far away that star is. So they're going to use luminosity and all these other things. And it requires so many assumptions, it's like insane.
No,
Right? Like elemental
no.
composition and age.
So many assumptions. Oh, you're so smart.
Really, you got like mass and luminosity.
Yeah.
The big ones.
He knows better than people
Totally
that have
different
studied
than
this
anything in the
topic
solar
for
system.
decades.
And we know this is a highly speculative thing.
This is how pretentious he is. He doesn't know this topic. He hasn't studied this topic. He hasn't done the work, the footwork, the problems, actually get down on a piece of paper with a pencil and do the work to compute these different things and see the relationships. He's done none of that. People have for decades and centuries. He's done none of it, but he thinks he's smarter than all of them who've done it. Pretentious. So pretentious.
Last couple decades. So like
The last couple of decades.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very short time period. So is that like nearly an order of magnitude change in the distance, or
pretty crazy? Yeah, like 30% or whatever. Yeah. So like it went from like
All right.
300 to 200.
Well, QOP was kind of shoved out, so I'm gonna drop out of there. If you want, that's the Earth Awakenings Discord server. You can jump in and have a look. Have a look there, listen in. Ask him for that citation. Witsit never gives a citation, so it's always fun to just say, hey, could you stop talking for a minute? Just go get that citation. We all are hoping to get it. This paper or this letter from Mach, or for Einstein to Mach, saying, I'm sorry, I totally agree with all of your BS. Does it exist? I don't know. I know nothing of it. And to my knowledge, nobody else does either. Maybe there's a letter that we can all get and look at. I don't know, but it'd be fantastic to get that. But he just likes to spew things and make claims in these chats and never have citations to back it up. All right. Nick again, he said, why does Earth have a GPS unit on his boat? Of course. Kango44 says, sorry, this has been covered. If you read the sample, it says non-consensual male on male anal fisting. Did someone upload a joke sample? Is Oakley's book on Amazon? I gotta see this. Can't go. Then it goes on to say a plain account of Oakley's fisting. This is the Amazon sample. Okay, I gotta. All right, hold on. I'll pull this up. Hold on. I gotta get the Dick Wayne, the hashtag Dick Free Zone. There's been some additional things. I should mark the page. I've got Post-it notes, so I can do that. Look at that math. Nothing that Witzbit could ever do. There it is. Here's the Dick Free Zone. So I got a Post-it note. So what I'll do is I'll put this over here on the side so that I can get it out at a moment's notice. All right, so we've got oh yeah, can somebody link the book so that I can go grab it? We got Mr. E-Man. Mr. E-Man did 2 separate Australian, these are 2 different ones, even though they look the same. They are in fact different ones. So that's $20. Thank you for that. Bringing his total to $260. So Dick Wayne, if you want to get out of the Whack-A-Troll, you need 260. Looking forward to that. JSS Tiger, I just said we should do a montage of Flat Earth map with the song Entry of the Gladiator. Flat Earth map or Flat Earth math? Is that what you mean? That'd be good. That'd be really good. Somebody, I would play that. Unfornicated says this alone earns Wadger top left, but add in the urine gravimeter, what he thinks top left is, and all the other stuff. Hashtag team lead paint. There it is. Okay. Hold on. I gotta open it up on here, and then I'll bring it in to a non-logged in account. Make sure it looks right. There we go. Is this okay? Go over. All right. Oh, it didn't copy. Come on. Copy. Copy link. Oh, all right. There we go. Come on. Why is it so slow? Come on. Let's go. It's not. All right. I'm going to reboot this app. I think the app hung, it looks like. All right. All right. Let's go. It's coming slow. Something's really chugging on my machine right now. I don't know what it is. There's not a lot going on. I'll see if I can clear a little bit. All right. Maybe it's that. I'll get out of here. So, yeah. And so the Drunk to Bunk will be live streaming. So, we'll be live streaming on his channel with Reds in person. I will be live streaming if they have some good stuff, I'll show there. Otherwise, there's a few others that I have of the rocket hitting the moon. So, all right, there it is. Let's see, make sure this is all All good. All right, I'll get this out of here. And go to stage and camera. Here it is. Okay. Here is the, there's a read sample. Oh, gross. You know, I'm not going to read the, I'll just let you read this. A plain account of Oakley. Well, maybe I started reading it right away. A plain account of Oakley fisting being observations upon the measurement of saline testicles and deviation from the horizontal plane. London, printed for the curator. I don't know, MDCCXC maybe. I don't know if that's right or not. A modern translation, All Roads Lead to Flat Earth Fisting, a flip book and transcript anthology compiled from public YouTube broadcasts. Oh my gosh. Okay. The circle, the diamond with it says plate null. Amazing. All right, read me. Start on the front cover. Read the left page only. Left equals quotes, speaker, date, time code. Right equals stills. Ignore for reading. Page numbers appear on quote pages. Flip me. Start at the back cover. Oh, well, this is digital. I can't do that. Flip the right hand stills only. Flip forward. Video plays forward. Left page is optional while flipping. 148 stills frames. 75 to 370 every second. Okay. Beyond here lies salty anal. Oh my gosh. All right, so here we go. You'll gleam every dime of my time. In other words, you want me to work for you for free while you abuse me. Well, I'm not going to read on after there. You're going to have to use that yourself. Darkstar is back. Hi, Darkstar. Missed you. I was thinking about you. That's my trick. Red's rhetoric. And give me good eye contact while you do so, then pay me afterwards. That's what you can do. Well, it sounds to me like Nathan's got a little thing going for Reds. Wants to get a little action from Reds. Can I zoom in here? Let's see what I can. Oh, well then the sample goes a ways. We can go. I'll go to the back here. Gross. Can I? Oh, I can't use the page up, page down. Oh, there it is. All right. His hands. Is his hand moving? Like, here's the hand. A little. His mouth is closing. It's closed here. It's like a flip book, like it animates. That's great. That's great. All right. Anyway, so there's this this QR code. All right, let me see. Let me see if the QR code works. What it does if I can. It's a YouTube link. Oh, it's a commercial to start off. Skip the commercial. Oh, and there it is. To Oakley's video right there. On the screen it says Flat Earth Debate 2284. Same one. There you go. So that QR code is a link to that video. That's quite something. That's great. All right, well, maybe I will pay, I don't, still $70 for this. That's funny. That's some serious research. That's right. Real Arnold. But what is this animation? We only see this. It's not enough to get it. But, oh, gross. Look at that face. Oh. So here's another quote. And these are just, I can't read these. I recorded what you see. Yeah, you lying MF. Right. Ah. Can he not say anything that's horrible all the time? That's all he can do. That's his whole shtick. All right. Well, I got, what is it? It's almost 11. I got another 2 hours until the thing. So I got a little more time to kill. So I can do a little more. So I was sent a video I'm going to play that's a little, it's a little racy. So, anytime Oakley's on, you're already racy. So there you go. This is from MCToon. I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to download it. MCToon sent it to me earlier today. And I watched it on YouTube. I'm going to download it so I have it locally. And then I'll watch it here. While that is happening, I'll read this. Anyway, so yeah, back to Kango 44. Thank you. That was definitely good. Let's see. Rossi says, here's 21 months Dick can wait for liberation. Well, I think a member super chat gets see the color that I did it there. That's the same as is that the same as a 5? No, it's the same as a $10. So I'll put that as a $10. There we go. Rossi 10. All right. There you go. And then Jack Fetter says, hashtag, D Wayne is D gone. All right, Jack Fetter. That's a $20 one. Man, it's getting steep for you, Dick Wayne. Darkstar says, I'm back, bad year, but hello. So Darkstar was very helpful in the trip to Antarctica. He paid for, single-handedly paid for the camera that I brought and the microphone. I still use it for all sorts of things. So I really appreciate that. I've been on some other trips. I'm hoping to go on another trip soon. I can't say anything yet. I need to know for sure. It's looking not too certain, but there's still a possibility on a trip I may be doing. So anyway, thank you very much, Darkstar. Welcome back. Said we had a very negative event in January, but still chugging along. Okay, well, sad to hear. Glad you're back. Hopefully all things are well and health is good and things like that. I know you had some like your knees, I think, or something like that, issues. So I hope things are well. Thank you very much, Darkstar. Okay. Darkstar says, it was my pleasure. Thank you. Okay, let's see if I got this downloaded yet. It will be on my media, my 4 terabyte media server, 4K downloader. And no, it's not downloaded yet. It's still chugging. Where is it? I might have to just, oh yeah, it's still retrieving information. Okay. Well, I will just play it straight instead. So we go to here. There it is. I got to clear out because there's a lot of stuff that's kind of taken space. So it may be the issue. All right. So pause. All right. Here we go. So this is, I thought this was pretty funny. I will, I'll play it, uninterrupted. It's, the writing is really good. I have to say, I thought the writing was good. So anyway, here you go.
Mike, you should contact Border Patrol. Works first time, every time. Sam, my friend from Israel, will look up the number for you. Just hold on a second.
I'm looking up the number for the observatory right now. You know, at my level, finding numbers is not easy, at my level.
I said Border Patrol, you stupid cunt. Try listening to me for a change, Sam, you fucking fucktard.
Now for that, Mikey, no phone sex this weekend with me and Matthew. You never learn, Mikey. You are like a fucking glober. Stop acting like a glober fucktard. You giant man-child with a hernia. That hernia is very funny at my level, by the way. You know, at my level, I laugh at your hernia at my level. You know, it's about to go viral. That hernia will be a superstar,
Are you trying to make me cry, Sam? It won't work, fucktard. I'll rage quit before I cry again on stream.
It's always funny when you rage quit. Can we have a debate again sometime? Just me and the real star man, Mikey Smith. It'll go more viral than the hernia Mikey. I can promise you that.
Can I have a honey cruller if I don't cry, then MCToon?
I'll tell you what, Mikey, I'll buy you a dozen honey crullers if you don't cry this time. How about that?
A dozen honey crullers sounds good to me. Fuck yeah, right on, my honey cruller brother from another mother.
You can't take his honey crullers. You're fucking shill. Mikey is NASA agent. I knew it all along, a fucking shill all along. I knew it, at my level.
Fuck you, Sam. It's a dozen honey crullers. When will I ever have a dozen honey crullers again? Sam, you fucktard. You're worse than the fucking Globers.
Mikey, you are selling out for donuts. That is way worse than Jaren and Witsit Spitsit. You are a sellout and a shill, and Ledwell is going to smash you in real life because you are a giant flat earth pussy.
Oh great, MCToon is here as well. Do you want a copy of my audiobook MCToon?
It's narrated by Arwen McTooney. I can Ledwell you a copy on Discord right away.
Oh, I love it.
Toon, just contact Ledwell on Discord. He has the worldwide distribution rights.
It's not a conspiracy if you catch someone else lead-willing the book. It's going to be Arwen trying to make croissant money at the end of the day. And Arwen is a CMOS sellout, so fuck that dirty elf.
Fuck you, Alex. The CMOS yourself sucks more than Nathan's book, and that's saying something. Bitch, you're banned. Fuck you, bitch.
You can't ban me here, you fucking idiot. It's not your show, and we're not in the imaginary dark world. You live in Snot Boy, so go suck Erling Haaland's cock, you fucking gay boy.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, Alex. I'm not gay. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body, bitch.
Arwen's lesbian in a man's body story always makes me laugh. Like that one time he kissed a guy, but he isn't gay. Arwen said it's not gay if you only suck one cock and swallow. Sounds like a gay bear story to me.
Fuck you, Owen. Can you say something here, Toon, and save me?
Arwen, what can I do to save you? It's only one cock that one time, right? Arwen?
Arwen cock MCToon. He always has, always will.
Can we talk about honey crullers while I still have a boner here in Canada?
Fuck Mikey's boner. Mikey, you are a degenerate mother on flat RF at my level, You know?
You need to grow some balls, Sam. You seem to have a big wet pussy between them legs. No honey crullers for Sam, isn't that right, MCToon?
Yes, Mikey, no honey crullers for Sam. Just a dozen of the bad boys just for you, Mikey.
Fuck you, Mikey. I told you I don't give a shit about you anyway. You're a degenerate NASA shield.
But I've got the big binoculars now, Sam. You can fuck off, and I'll have honey crullers soon, right? MCToon.
What the fuck is a honey cruller? Is that like a honey badger on acid?
Go back to sleep, Fabzoid. This is for Globers and Flerfs only.
Was that really Fabzoid? I thought he died and gone to heaven last week.
No, Vlad, the Rapture Wank Festival is scheduled for a week on Tuesday.
Thanks, Roger. Can you Ledwell me a copy of the book over when you get a minute?
It's supposed to give me a day or two, Vlad. I'm making rainbows for the next 8 hours straight.
Roger, making rainbows will be about as successful as a truck repair was.
I'd run out of GoFundMe money at that point. Magoon, it's not my fault they didn't donate more. You know that, right? And I had to Ledwell some real important books this past couple of weeks. You know that, right?
What about my honey cruller boner, guys? Can we get back to it?
Do you really do headstands, Mikey, to get the hernia back in?
Yes, I do, Mike. I hope you don't mind me calling you Mike here while we chat to him.
We're all friends here, Mikey. Well, not you, Sam. I won't go that far and include you, Sam.
Who's Sam again?
Supposed to go back to sleep, Wanksoid. This is not your panel.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was so good. I love that. Thank you. It's a little after dark, if you know, but oh my gosh. Oh, that was Mac the Knife. I don't, if you want the link, I'll share the link. It was amazing. Where else am I gonna get a dozen honey crullers? Oh my gosh. So I had a honey cruller. I had a honey cruller or cruller, I'm not sure, in when I was in Canada, and it was okay, but I didn't love it. My family, they got one and they're like, nope. So I got theirs. They did not like it. So anyway, so yeah, okay. So the Drunk Debunk is going live in half an hour. So I'll go until then, and I'll kick you all over to there. I'll update. So my live stream currently is set to go to a different one, but I'm going to get the Drunk Debunk. It's currently set to go to my video. That's going later, but I will set it to his, which is right here, so that you can watch there, or you can watch on mine if he's not that good. You can come over here. It's okay. I'll find some, or if it's cloudy, or if they have technical issues, or whatever. But I'll be very happy if you're on his instead of mine. I have no issues either way. You choose what you think is the bestest. So let's hear. Come on. There it is. Okay, so the redirect will go to his, not to mine. So all right, somebody else is saying that some people are boy, like everybody's getting in. Joe Hanvey. What's Joe Hanvey's name? Is it just Joe Hanvey? Is it Hanvey Joe? Is it I don't see. Well, let's listen in. Let's see if we can hear.
I think they view like the typical science communicator as retarded. Like do they have anything? I mean, yeah, you mean like specifically
who views
Robert
them?
Maxwell being in charge of like the textbooks and stuff, like yeah, in that way, I guess. But I think that like the occultic families view atheists as retarded.
What?
So they're like useful idiots. You're so smart,
Austin. If only you could figure out how the sun sets. Joe Hanby, but he left. All right. Well, then I'm out. Boring. TDS might run out of Wi-Fi. Yeah, so he had some trouble with Wi-Fi on something. Give him hell for that. He needs it. He just to keep him on his game. No, it's tough to, when you're out in the field, like when I was in Saskatoon live streaming, I had all sorts of trouble live streaming. And eventually I just turned it off. And I recorded, I still haven't published it. I just remembered I got to publish that. You want to see it. So yeah, I'll have to publish that. Maybe I'll work on that tomorrow. So, all right. Dan DeMan 73 says, bye-bye, Dick. Dick is too much what his name suggests. For €5.99, I'll call that 5 US. I'm approximating. Jack Fetter said, did you add my Dick dollars to the ledger? I did add the Dick dollars to the ledger. Darkstar says, sent you an email by way of explanation. Thank you. I will read that after this is done at some point. The Boston concert, I didn't mean to say the Boston concert says if TDS has tech issues, that never happens. That never happens. Oh, funny. All right. I don't know. Is we've got Creative Forces 2, who some people thought was Dick Wayne, but may not be Dick Wayne. He's maybe acting a little differently than Dick Wayne. Red Beret, why can't your Papa Globetard here debate Angels live again? He needs. I would love to debate him, but we've never debated actually. If he just talks over, like today, we saw this interaction between Satan, Angels of Light. Satan masquerades as Angels of Light, so he's Satan. So between Satan and Nathan Oakley, who you could say is Satan too. They share a lot of the same traits. Where Nathan was talking over him constantly. Is that a debate? Of course not. A debate is not where one party constantly talks over the other party. So I've never debated him. He just constantly talked over me. Just like Nathan Oakley did over Satan. So it's the same thing. It's not a debate. I would love to debate him on a platform where he doesn't get to overtalk, where a moderator will get involved and say, no, you're not doing that. I'd love to do that. Let your guy know there, your big tough boy, know that I'm ready. I'm ready for that. So we got clear this because I got this. Dirk Swizzler says, time to get serious. # no more dick around. Wow. That's serious money. So at some point, I suppose when it gets there, I just block him from the channel, I suppose. I don't know. Is that what you want? Or do you want to play Whack-A-Troll? Because Whack-A-Troll is fun. When he comes in, he says something stupid. You could all take turns, right? Like 33 gets. So good, fun stuff. So, oh yeah, I didn't even watch the animation. I love this animation. I worked on this one a long time. Falls off there right now. Here it comes. Back in. There it is. Got the little scan thing going. Oh yeah. That was fun to make. This machine chugs a little bit. I still need to upgrade to. I have another one. I still have to reduce the amount of drive space because it's half as much. It's not easy. So what my plan is, is to use this. Oh, let me get this. To use this. This is an SSD as my not my boot drive, but as my home drive on the Mac, and then I can. It's risky because if it's ever lost, then you can't boot. So anyway, I'll use that as my /home/users/MCToon directory, and then it will be it'll fit. That's what I need. Big Fish says you have to block 142 socks too. Of course I will. All right, so somebody said that Witspit. I need to read the comment from somebody about Witspit didn't know about the rocket hitting the moon. This is what's interesting, right? I mean, it hasn't gotten a ton of press. Let's see. Can I search for rocket? There it is. Witsit had no clue about the rocket hitting the moon. You should check out when he first came on. So yeah, I'd have to go get the live stream from I don't know. I don't think they're going to YouTube, and currently I think Earth Awakenings only goes to Rumble. I have to go to Rumble and download the video there. But yeah, all right. So the rocket hitting, this is really cool. If you watch some of the things on it, maybe I'll have some of them for the 1 o'clock show. So this was a SpaceX rocket in 2025, I think, early 2025, launched something to the moon, the Firefly mission, and that went to the moon, right? But this is the upper stage of that rocket. The SpaceX upper stages are always expended. So they'll launch whatever. So you got the booster, the bottom part that goes up, that comes back and lands. The top part that continues going, has an engine that's gets it up to whatever orbit it needs to be in. And then it lets go of that satellite or whatever it's doing. And then that part often will then fall back into the Earth's atmosphere and burn up on entry. Or if this one was going to the moon. So it kept going. It went into a really eccentric orbit before it released the Firefly payload, which went to the moon. It had its own thrusters to get itself there. So so yeah, somebody thinks that I'm the same person as Reds. It's hilarious. Anyway, so Firefly went to the moon, all good, but the rocket then just floated, and so it didn't get itself into any specific orbit. It was just in this really highly eccentric orbit that went between the Earth and the moon approximately, and it kept flying by the moon every once in a while. And now, for a while ago, somebody had computed its orbital path and where it will be and where the moon will be, and figured out they will be at the same place at the same time. That is, that they will meet at a very high rate. So the SpaceX upper stage will hit the moon tonight at 1:34 or 1:35 a.m. Central Time. And it can potentially be seen with a telescope. Is it guaranteed? They're a little hesitant to say exactly how well it can be seen. So, so it's not super clear on whether or not that's going to be seeable. But it's going to hit. It should eject a bunch of stuff, and so the idea is that you'd be able to see it. So it's happening at 1:35, 1:34 a.m. So I'm going to start live streaming at 1 a.m. I have a couple things that I'm going to a couple different ones that I've identified of people that have said that they're going to be live streaming it. One or two of them are in Brazil, and they will be talking Portuguese, which I won't understand, but it hopefully isn't too complicated to hear or to understand. So anyway, that's the plan at one whatever. So the interesting thing is, how can something like that be known ahead of time? When you make a prediction, about something. A bold prediction, like at this minute, something will hit the moon based on gravity, mass of the Earth, mass of the moon, size of the Earth, size of the moon, distance between them, right? That confirms all of those things there. It's quite amazing. You can't just wave it away. It's just a light in the sky. No. We are predicting when it will happen. You don't get to predict when it will happen if it's just a light in the sky. It's not just a light in the sky. It's something we did. It might even match the hyper strict rules of the scientific method that nobody uses except Nathan Oakley, and he doesn't even use it himself. So, anyway, I will leave you with that. Let's see. Aldebaran says, "I'm Portuguese. I may recognize a few words." Well, if you're here then, and if I am tuning into one of those live streams and don't quite understand what they're saying, maybe you can give me a help. So, Creative Force, can you explain what the atmosphere is doing to matter? The atmosphere is made of matter. Oh my gosh, flat earthers. Anyway, so that's what I've got. That's what I got for today. And did somebody send me something that I should play for the outro? Let me see here. The Roger Ledwell song. Well, there we go. I'll do that. Let me get that queued up here. We got that. We got OBS, Vid Switcher. It's the name of the app that I wrote. Videos, songs, and then we got Roger's Excellent Adventure. Oh, I have that already, I think. But I will drop it over in here. There we go. Okay. That's the outro. It's going to be that. Let's get songs. That's the wrong songs folder. Come on. Here we go. Back to parent. There's so many Witspit ones. I have way too many Witspit things. You know, like this one.
Antarctica on a globe Earth model. If somebody were to fly you over that, you would go, all right, it's round.
Yeah. If you can truly verify that you did true north to south circumnavigation over Antarctica and back up, yeah, it's only impossible on a globe. I would want to be able to verify where I'm at, of course, but yeah, of course. Same thing if I went and I saw the sun go around me 360 for 24 hours, right? Like I'd be like, okay, this matches the globe. It doesn't match the flat Earth.
There you go. There you go. Here's something creepy.
I think it's low key. In a way, it's cool to talk to someone that's like 13 and then just like red pill them.
No, it's not cool. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay.
And then you need a reflective surface to even get a rainbow.
No, that's not how rainbows work. Oh my gosh.
If there was a vacuum, actually, the way it's described, it would violate the second law of thermodynamics because the air would fill the available space, right? It would equalize. So
the thermal dynamics. He actually said that. Thermal dynamics. All right. I am delaying things. I know. I keep going. Boston Concert says, if this is visible, it's another fail for Flat Earth. Of course it is. Everything is a fail for Flat Earth. So yeah, I will be back in about an hour and a half is when I will start up again. There's plenty of other things for you guys to do in the meantime. And now I've lost where I was at. Here it is. Okay. Roger's Excellent Adventure. Let me cue this up. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. I'll see you in a little bit. Or you'll see Mike, the Drunk Debunk, and Red Redder. Hopefully you won't be seeing him. But everybody, we'll see you next time.
Yo, 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 it's Roger, man. Packing my bags for the frozen land. Got from the top, gonna prove the earth tonight. The final test is near. Flatzoids watching, have no fear. He's heading down, he's on his way. Livestream rolling night and day. Marching straight to the South Pole sign, or straight to the dome, it's all divine. Roger swears he'll show the score, keeping it honest across the board. Roger's heading for Antarctic ice, gonna walk to the wall, won't think twice. Gonna stream the sun as it fades away, be the hero of flat earth today. Roger led well, the Flerf so bold, keeping it honest across the board. They call him clueless, toothless too. Say he just repeats the crew. Follows Flatzoid step by step. Never had a thought himself, but now's your chance. It's do or die. Prove it flat, go touch the sky. Roger's heading for Antarctic. Gonna walk to the wall, won't think twice. Gonna stream the sun as it fades away, be the hero of flat earth today. Roger led well, the Flerf so bold, keeping it honest across the board. But hold up, wait, I smell a trick. The funds he raised, just a tiny bit. If truth is out there, why so cheap? Where's the cash? Where's the fleet? Flatties, send your man to fight. Expose the globe, prove yourself right. Roger's heading for Antarctic ice. Gonna walk to the wall, won't think twice. Gonna stream the sun as it fades away, be the hero of flat earth today. Roger led well, the Flerf so bold, keeping it honest across the board.